That is really weird for me to see that. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Crypt Monkey Paints. We have a brand new setup, and I'm super excited. So I'm actually sitting right across from Tyler. I can see his face. Yay. And you guys can hear him because the mic is right there, and it's amazing.
But no more tie cam.
But no more tie cam for the moment. What we do have is actually two different shots that you'll be able to see my beautiful face, but you'll also be able to see two different angles from where I'm painting whenever we're doing instead of doing the tie cam. But I also can reach this camera and just flip it on Tyler really, really quick. But so just like every normal Sunday, we use this as a wonderful way to test new setups and test new ideas. And I currently have ambient music going like I normally do when I'm painting. So hopefully you guys can hear that just the tiniest bit as well, because it is nice and pretty. So normal Sundays are my big project days, but what I actually have is a whole bunch of finishing work to do. So that's my big project for today, guys, is all of the things that I have gotten mostly done. All of the big work is done, including some of the people that you have watched me partially finish. So now we're going to finish them all. And it's just a bunch of little detail work, but it's the fun work too. So let's get started. So as you can see, you're no longer looking straight down at what I'm looking at, but hopefully this camera looks really good and this camera looks really good. And I can see the chat right over there, nice and big for my view. So hopefully everything will work really well, and I'm going to get started. So this is that Reaper miniature that turned out amazing, and I wanted to paint him like the volcano in Indonesia that is full of sulfur and all of those amazing things. And Ty's closing up curtains. Because, you know, like I said, you need to go get your headache medicine, sweetheart. So we'll be kind of playing around with setup and things like that, but we're trying out this new set and seeing how this is going to work for us. But I think this is going to be like awesome. But anyway, the volcano in Indonesia is what he is supposed to look like, and that burns blue because the whole thing is like covered in sulfur, and it's amazing, and I loves it. But we are going to get started on his finishing work. I also ordered, I gotta get my new toy out. I also ordered on Amazon a few new little things to play around with. One, I ordered some new makeup brushes, so I'm kind of giving those a test and see how those work. I ordered it's a makeup palette that is meant for professional makeup artists. It sits on your hand, and you can sit it like this, or you can do from the back side. You can sit it however you want, but I tend to brush my paint right there, so I'm angling it down like this, and I have two of them, so I labeled one for me and one for my other little painter. So we're going to try this out too and see how that works. But I'm hoping that basically I can just kind of use it instead of my hand. Oh my god, I already love that so much. But as I'm testing these and I find it works or doesn't work, I will put up links in our Discord for these items if I do completely love them. So, let's see. Can I see the camera view to make sure I'm staying in frame here, babe, since it's new for me? Let me move my paints out. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. So we had a whole busy weekend of rearranging and cleaning and setting. I love this palette already. If it keeps going like this, I'm gonna be so happy. Anyway,
wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like immediate. I love this. But I will post a link, like I said, in our Discord of this makeup palette. But honestly, if you get on Amazon, you can probably find it It's just it's an acrylic makeup palette. Oh, my hand is shaking. And it's a little awkward in my holding the mini, but it's so far. I could see where some minis I might struggle, but with this mini I'm not actually struggling to hold on to him at all. It's a little awkward, but I don't feel like I'm about to drop him at all. It is kind of nice to sit next to Ty and paint, because I know you guys normally, you guys all know I can't actually see him while I'm painting. And Georgie's right here beside me too.
They can't see Georgie.
No, they can't see Georgie. But Georgie is our bearded dragon. She's currently sunbathing quite happily, so I'm not going to get her out. Because the curtain behind me is open just at the right spot for her to be able to sunbathe. But it only hits her basking rock, so she can easily get out of the sun if she wants to. I'm sitting on my foot. That's going to be a mistake soon. This is one of those really big, comfy chairs, so I tend to fold my foot up underneath my butt, which is one, bad for my hips, and two, really bad for my foot very quickly. So I do notice that my paint is drying out much faster than normal because it's spread out like that. And it's not like I can pile the paint on there like in a palette like this that holds it still. But still, it is super convenient. I don't know why I always do that. I put my paint on the opposite side. It's like the weirdest habit I have. I just don't understand it. Now I have a whole bunch of minis that I have base coated, and that's it. And we have a convention in Kansas City, not this weekend obviously, but next weekend. And I have maybe 3 or 4 finished miniatures to put up on the painted shelf. And the painted shelf always looks so bare when I do that. I mean, I'm okay with it looking bare and ugly at the end of the con, but not at the beginning. That's just wrong. On so many different levels. So I sit here and kind of truck through all my miniatures that I need to work on. And the fun thing is like this one I need to do eyeballs, detail work, and then the kaiju that I want to paint is I need to do his base completely. I haven't even base coated it, but that's because his base I do in all, I'm like just struggling with English at the moment. I do all in wet blending, so there's really not really a point to base coat it. You know what I mean? Icky nose. Yes, babe.
I was just gonna say we are definitely gonna have to get that camera fixed again. That's not gonna work from there. You're right-handed.
Oh no! Oh, I didn't even think about it.
So we're trying out new camera angles, but
yeah, that's
the one that we normally use, the way that I had set it up, was too bouncy.
Yeah.
We shall figure it out.
Yeah, because I'm literally, both of these cameras are set up on my right side, so I'm literally blocking everything. Okay.
You're just going to have to remember to show often what's going on.
So, it's cool, and I like that little piece, but it's also starting to pinch my hand really quickly. You can already see it's kind of giving me a mark right here from the handle piece of it.
So you're going back to painting on yourself?
No. I'm damn it. That was completely unintentional on my thumb. I can do it. I can stay clean.
You just got dirty.
No, look, it's already dry. I think it was from me putting paint out. I think that's all that was. But yeah, I really loved what it was doing for me, but in the same token, it's kind of pinching my hand after a few minutes, so that kind of sucks. Now, for someone with smaller hands than me, I think it would work really well. Don't you hate that when you get something, you're like, man, I love the idea of this, and it's not functional. Twisting my body a little bit, see if I can maybe get my hands out of the way. So his other wing is black already, but this is a different color black. It's that Games Workshop night scales, so it's shimmery. So I'll have to go back over it, but I wanted his wings to look different than his body, but I still wanted to stay with that volcanic look, which honestly is volcanic glass is very shiny. Shimmery. Shimmer. Hopefully you guys can hear that music, because it's quite lovely.
And royalty free.
And royalty free, yes.
So
I literally
shouldn't be hurting anybody.
I literally went on YouTube and searched royalty free ambient music. No, that's not true. I typed background music because I couldn't think of how to spell ambient. But depending on what I'm painting, kind of changes what I want to listen to. I always like it to be in the same mood, but in this particular case, I'm painting so many different things that there isn't a real great pop of mood, so. Nice little soft ambient music for a beautiful Sunday afternoon. And I have to say, I'm a little jealous. We have our windows open right now. It feels great outside, but I can smell somebody barbecuing. I kind of feel like I need to go find them and join them. Although I'm not really hungry, I just want barbecue because it smells amazing. Whoever is cooking, by the way, just in case you're watching, you're doing an awesome job. But no, I'm actually completely full because wonderful, lovely Sunbrand got a hankering for turkey. So baked up a turkey yesterday and brought over, I would have to guess, probably half the bird. So last night for dinner I had a turkey sandwich because I love me a turkey sandwich. And today for lunch I had a turkey sandwich. Very, very, basically it's a baked turkey, but it's a sandwich, but it's a fork and knife sandwich. So it was wonderful, and I am full. Oh, and I also got, I don't know how I deserve such an awesome best friend, but she also made me peanut butter Rice Krispie treats, which I thought it was so odd that she had never, if I remember right, she had never had peanut butter Rice Krispie treats. I may be misremembering, but So, for anyone else out there that has led a horribly sheltered life and has not had peanut butter Rice Krispie treats, and you're not allergic to peanuts or anything else in peanut butter, add some peanut butter to your next batch of Rice Krispies because damn, it's good. The biggest thing that I like about it is that it kind of mutes down how sweet that butter and marshmallow mix is. So it's not savory, but it's a lot closer to a savory dessert than a sweet dessert, because Rice Krispies are just a cavity in a bottle. So, babe, when you do all of that stuff, you should probably make sure you only stay on half the screen so that I can see the chat on this side.
Yeah, okay.
My zombie head. Ty's posting to Twitter and such. So I can actually see all the work he's doing, which is good for me to see because, like I said, I'll be producing on his show, which is part of the reason that we're testing this new setup, because basically, like, Ty has this enormous, amazing desk that is for game design, and we can both, it's a double-sided desk, so we can sit, across from each other, talk about ideas, work out ideas, and then actually play test just straight across from each other. A lot of work for House of Possession happened at this table. Or this desk, sorry.
It feels like a big table with
it does. It
shelves on the side.
That's pretty much what it is, and Ty built it all himself. Basically what he did was he took some of those chrome shelves and then got a big giant piece of wood, cleaned it up and sanded it, made it beautiful, and then painted it with or not painted it, stained it, sorry. I don't know, with a cherry is what it looks like. I don't know, doesn't really matter, it's awesome. And then put it on the chrome shelves, or basically the sides of the desk. Did I get all 4 of those? I did, and that's all done. And then boom, desk built. So, but basically the idea now is, well, I mean, it still can be easily used for game design. And then producer will sit on that side and person on camera will sit on this side. And I can actually see the monitor from right here. So I can see everything that's going on that he's doing, which normally I don't get to see any of. And I can also see chat in the window next to it, which you guys are not talking right now, so I need to say hi because I miss you guys. Can't say who's in. That's one thing.
It's Sunday though. I think if people just want to hang out.
Yeah, too. Absolutely. I like people to say hi so that I know that they're, because honestly, looking at the screen, I can't tell if anybody's, I can't tell who's watching and who isn't because I just don't see that until someone actually says, a hello or anything. So. But that's also kind of one of the reasons I wanted to play the ambient music, is that way if people are just putting me on in the background, they have some nice pretty ambient music to listen to. Alright, so I just did a touch of this metallic down his spines as well, just to give them a touch of a shine. Stand up.
Oh yeah, just if I could say something real quick, just in case people are popping in and out, just want to remind everybody our sort of, I guess you'd call it our normal day on Tuesday evenings at 6:30 Central Time. all this month. We call this Halloween month, so we're giving away a miniature every Tuesday to a random follower that is in chat. So
Yes.
remember to follow if you haven't yet. Come hang out with us on Tuesday and get a chance to win a mini too at the end of the stream.
Yes. Tuesday we'll be giving away the witch is what we're giving away.
Yeah, let me see if I have something to show on that. I think I do.
Yeah. She has 3 different
I do.
poses.
You want me to bring that up?
Yeah, because I'm just cleaning up my brush anyway. She has 3 different poses. One is with her having a raven and a staff. The other is her casting a spell. And the other is her with a wand and she's pointing, but they all look awesome. So any one of those would be an amazing choice.
And you get to choose which one.
Yes,
if you're
exactly.
The winner, so
The winner will choose which one they want, and I will print it and ship it. So make sure you join next week for a chance to win one of those. So I had painted his horns white, and I don't like them. So what I'm just doing is not very carefully. I'm not trying to do a full coat, but I have this Moonstone Blue from Reaper, and I'm just kind of going over it to bring it more to the blue shade that I have, or blue tone, not shade, I should say. But I'm not trying to sink in. I'm not exactly dry. It's halfway between painting and dry brushing, realistically. All done with all of the social media, which can be a full-time job, man. Let me tell you.
I have one more. Or actually, I haven't said anything in our Discord channel yet.
Oh, yeah. I'll let the Discords know.
But I'm going to run these real quick.
If you haven't already joined our Discord, definitely join, because I guess we're going to have an ad. Sorry.
I didn't know it did that.
I didn't think about it. If I could reach my phone at the moment, I would fix that, but it sounds like it's going
They
back.
knew you wanted to. They're like, oh, we got to end the ad now.
Right? Yeah. Rather than that stark white up there. I didn't like that. And we're going to go for toenails, which means we're going to change brushes real quick, folks. Oops. Yeah, we changed around a whole bunch too. Like all of my paints are on a little roll around tray now, which is like so much better. Trying to get his toenails and get my hand out of the way at the same time. But I think if we just change this camera from this side to that side, I think that would work.
You're not talking about for the stream, are you?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of silly that I didn't think about the fact that...
Well, I didn't think about it either.
Yeah, but... Oh, my music completely stopped.
I was wondering if it was...
Like, it did the ad and then it shut up.
That's no fun.
Basically, it had a little thing on there that popped up is why it wanted me to set up a trial for YouTube subscription. Fingernails. I think we're only going to have the fingernails on this hand because the other hand is balled up into a fist. I had a glow effect going in his eye, and I kind of went into his eye with this. So I will need to fix that. Oops. Here we go. First time I've gotten to use this paint. This is the transparent yellow. Oops. It just opened the whole thing instead of... Ooh, crack the knuckles. All right. Get a little bit wider of a brush. This makeup brush was fun because it comes with a spoolie on one end. For those of you who don't do makeup, spoolie is what you put mascara on with. But I'm thinking I can also use it to kind of splatter paint some things. Can you stand up for a minute for me, please? Here, hold your brother. I'm gonna try. You can sit down.
Oh, thank you.
I was talking to him.
Oh, I see.
I don't need this. I don't know why I have that one out. I want to try the spoolie splatter. Ty, can you hand me a glove real quick? Because I really don't want to get paint on my thumbs.
Yep.
Still not healed. Looks gross again.
Just one?
Yeah, just one. Because I'm going to do the spoolie, but I'm going to do it right here on this to kind of protect everything else. And this way I won't get paint on my skin, which is still not feeling all that great.
The things you do for your craft.
Right? Yeah, that should work. Can I see the cameras again real quick? See if I can zoom into... No.
Oh, on on the side camera you're trying to?
Yeah. Because I'm trying to get it to where they can see what I'm doing. Try it like that.
Well, you can put it right here or something if you want. Want to try that? No, the camera. I mean.
Oh.
Let's see.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that seems a lot right there.
There you go. Do you want to just hold it for me for a sec?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's hard to see, but you can kind of see it splattering up. Okay, let me rinse that real quick, and I'm going to do the brown, the kind of red oxide kind of color as well. So it's just a small detail, but it just makes it look so much more believable. Okay, baby. So much fun. Okay. All right. And again, that just kind of, the glove just protects my skin. Get that out of the way. See, I think I want to put a little bit of this inside there as well. What? You're so silly. He's over here making faces at me. Because this just kind of dries a really fun kind of look. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's see. I need to put yellow in his eyes, and then he's done.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll be one done. Obviously, everyone's got to be sprayed and protected, but I ain't doing that on stream because that goes outside. Let's see. No, sorry. Couldn't resist. Once again, that is on the wrong side of me. Are you picking the one I'm going to start on next?
I just noticed one that was sitting there. I didn't know it was.
What?
Godzilla.
Yes, Godzilla is sitting over there. Which, the funny thing is, I had a dream. Like, it was one of those waking dreams, you know? And I was literally thinking about paint schemes, and I love the way I base coated him. But I might not completely change it, but I'll tell you in a minute. I gotta get my glue on him. glue him down to his base because he is officially finished. Now he can go to the convention and find himself a new home. I love it when my minis get adopted. Right. So, this is what I really like, is I can actually see really well with this camera like this.
You want me to try and focus it better?
Yeah. So that's what I needed to do. Yay! Ty's playing with stuff.
Yeah, it's a few steps for me to get there, sorry.
It's okay. I'm so glad he's finally finished. Seems kind of silly that it took this long, but I got him almost done and then I just set him off to the side and left him forever.
Let's do this now that I have it, because this is harder to see. See, you thought I was sitting over there doing nothing, huh?
No, I knew what you were doing. He's making it focus.
How's that look?
That looks pretty good to me. Let's see him. Nice little glow effect. Not too overpowering. And splattered sulfur lava. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with him. Roar! Roar! Alright, guys. So he is going to move over here and live happily as finished. So, what Ty was talking about was Godzilla. Godzilla. So, what I did with this guy is I based them all in black so that any little creases that you'd see would just pop up as black. And then I put a olive green on him, and then I put blue all through here so that it would look like he was glowing. But, oh, thank you, Regina. Yeah, that's pretty much. But yeah, I really love how his wings turned out. I did a wet blend down through his wings and they turned out really awesome. But in my waking dream, I thought about, instead of having the blue, which, you know, not positive yet, but instead of having the blue, having it be like a more shiny metallic, which I have in the pit of doom of paint. So hold on, let me roll my little cardi around, because I have like a really really shiny one somewhere. It's actually a ink for I keep hitting the table. What do you call that fancy writing?
Calligraphy.
Calligraphy, thank you. Ty's making another face at me.
I'm not.
You are. You're always making a face at me.
Maybe I'm just ugly like this.
You are not ugly. You are beautiful. You're the most beautiful man I have ever met. There it is. So it's like super, like silver shiny. And I was thinking about putting that instead of the blue. What do you think, Tyler? Ow! Should I let that marinate for a few and not work on him quite yet?
I really don't know, but I'm colorblind, so why are you asking me?
Because you like him.
I do like him.
Okay, I will let him marinate right over here.
I think I'm going to trust whatever you think is going to look cool.
Well, I think the way it's going to end up looking is... I'm throwing snake pieces around. I think it's going to end up looking shiny like this. Oh!
Hey?
Right? Thank you, Regina. I'm not really sure. Thank you for the follow.
It's a Crypt Monkey. It's somebody else's Crypt Monkey, I guess.
Oh, well, that's weird because it's like Crypt_Monkey. Yeah. Cool. Thank you for the follow. I'm thinking that if I do the silver, it's going to turn out really metallic like this. You know what? We're doing it. We're doing it because
Go for it.
why not, right?
It'll be fine.
And if it isn't, I
It's your
can
fault.
paint over it.
Oh,
It
yes,
doesn't
that's right.
matter. Okay, so the problem is this ink. No, I can't open that. That's another good reason to be straight across from each other.
Well, that lid is cracked too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying was the problem is going to be getting the ink out of this and into this safely. Oh, I'm almost thinking like the little squeezy bottle thingies that I have. Okay, you need to move now. I could fold in half. I mean, realistically speaking, this isn't going to be the only Godzilla I'm painting. This is the smallest version of the Godzilla that I'm painting, so I can do it. Redo the blue as well. Let's see. We are going to use... Yes, that's the one I want. I think I'm just going to use it straight from the bottle rather than trying to get that out of there. I'm thinking that the silver over the top of the blue is going to help the the silver really stand out. I left a support right in there. Okay, go.
I think it's funny that now you can see the live action and you just keep looking at it like, why is he on these other screens?
I know, right? Yeah, and like I said, I've got it lined up to where I'm going to be printing this again. Sorry, I'm supposed to read these out loud. Red says, or you can make and paint a second one. Yes. So actually what I'm going to do is, this is almost the largest that I can print on my current printers in one full piece. But he's actually broken down in a bunch of pieces as well. So my plan is to print him as large as I can print him in pieces and then paint him. So yeah.
Until April.
Because I backed the Jupiter from Elegoo on Kickstarter, and in April I will have a new beautiful giant freaking printer, and then I will be able to print something like this much larger yet still one piece, so I don't have to assemble, because if I can skip the assembly step, I'm happy to do so. So unfortunately this ink has the consistency, so because it's ink, it's literally just falling in the cracks, which I think is actually going to look cooler than what I thought of doing in the first place, so I'm going to continue with that. Let me see if I stir this up a little bit too. Yeah. So how did Saturday go for you, Regina or Red? I don't like Regina. It's not like Regina, it's Red. I guess it is Regina, isn't it?
It looks like Regina, but it seems way more like a fantasy character name.
Yeah, it's
spelled like that.
Yeah, right? So I feel bad just saying. Yeah, that's what it was, is I needed to mix it up more.
But don't say Regina, say
Red.
Regina.
I like calling them Red. It's kind of fun. This is actually the fancy writing. I can't say the word.
Calligraphy.
Calligraphy. I don't know why I'm struggling with that word. It's a
calligraphy.
Calligraphy. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. It's an ink. It's not actually paint, so it's just really kind of cool. I haven't used it to paint with yet. Cora wanted to try the fancy writing. So we just have a few inks laying around. But so that's what I'm actually using. Let's see. Twisting it the wrong way. So it's just from Michael's Craft Store is all it is. Awesome, thank you. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to read it. Red says that Saturday went really well and that they started on several minis, which I'm super, super proud of, and that they're going to post some work in progress pics in Discord.
All right.
Trying to make sure. Oh, that's the other thing. Usually the way we were doing it before, I had no option to look at Discord or anything during a stream, and now because I can see what Ty's on Ty's screen, he can actually pull it up and I can look during the show. So that's kind of awesome. So Red, can you hear the music that's playing? To answer Red's question about nail polish, no, I have never tried nail polish to paint with, but it would seem like it would work. I don't actually really have any nail polish because I usually don't have fingernails. To be honest, I tend to bite my nails, which I know is a horrible habit, and I'm getting better at it. Good. I'm trying something where I've just got it playing from my phone. It's royalty-free music, so that's kind of awesome. So the fun thing about his base, kind of put it in this shot. No, I won't, because my fingers are holding it stupid. So the really fun thing about his base is like he's got a car down here by my thumb, and then like on this side is a big giant pipe that's leaking, dripping stuff out. There you go. So his base is actually fairly intricate. It's oh, there's two cars. There's another one up here. So that right there is gonna, oh wow, I just realized that's another car right here by my thumb. That's the hood of the car flipped up. Yep. There's a lot of detail in this base, so that's going to be really fun. But the nice thing about having all of these different minis, because this ink is fairly thin, so I'm going to have to leave it go to dry. Yeah, I think the main silver glow wasn't happening where I started because I didn't properly stir the ink. But I'm basically, because it's ink, it's sinking down in the crevices, which is perfect. So I'm just kind of dabbing it on. I'm gonna get my liner brush here because I want to go right in his gills and I don't really want it anywhere else. Like, if I was going to spend my whole day on this, I probably would actually have one of the Godzilla movies playing.
Not on the stream, though.
No. Well, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Of like, if I was painting this just by myself and that sort of thing, that's definitely what I would do, is have a Godzilla movie playing so that it's setting the mood so you do it properly, you know?
Regina says, work in progress pics in the painting channel of Discord. They are still pretty rough, though.
Yeah, that's work in progress. That's how it goes. Holy hell, look at you go!
You don't look yet. Let me get to the top.
Holy cow!
Those look awesome.
That is awesome. Still really rough. My ass. Oh, okay. What is this? The one that's green with the big, giant freaking mouth. He's literally just like, his jaw is all the way down at his base. Oh, and that flame wolf is awesome.
That thing is great.
What did you guys prime with? Rough my ass. Just making sure I've got the same spaces on both sides. I really want his, like, coming up his neck, I really want to be.
Regina says, both are from Dungeon in a Box, Magma Wolf, and Aboleth.
The Aboleth is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I love that model. Dude, if it works, it works. But I think they look phenomenal.
Yeah.
Actually, and that's a lot of these, is what I did was, I've been sticking with the Krylon spray paint just because I know it hasn't affected the resin at all. But let's see, can you, yeah, you guys can see past me over here. All of these I primed, not this guy, but all the ones on the tray over here I primed with spray paint. Somebody had asked me if I had ever done that on a stream a couple of streams back, and I was like, no, I haven't. So got out a spray paint and tried it, and it's been working really well to get base colors down really freaking quick. It's making me more and more confident about trying my air gun again. Or what do you call it, baby? Not air gun.
Airbrush?
Airbrush, thank you. It's really making me...
You're having struggle with words today.
I know,
aren't
I think
you?
I need a cup of coffee. I want it to make like it's glowing up out of his chest. So one of the ways that you can try to combat that, I'm sorry, I'm going to do it, hang on. Regina said that some of them were still a little bit sticky for some reason, but not all. That is usually due to the material that the minis are made out of. I've run into that a lot. Sometimes I have sprayed some with some spray paint. They got so sticky and so icky, and I couldn't fix it. I literally had to throw the damn thing away. So first, did you wash the minis with soap and water before you started? It would be my first question, because it could be reacting with like a powder that they spray on them, because some get sprayed more than others. Some the powder wipes off. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's differences in production. And then the other thing that you can do to try to combat that is to then take them out and clear coat them with something, with a matte clear coat, and then that will take away that tackiness, and then you can just keep painting on top of the clear coat. Okay, so you did wash them. It's just a difference in some material reacts with the with it and some doesn't. Sorry, I was doing a detail spot, so I stopped talking for a second. But like I said, one of the things you can do is just simply clear coat them, and that will take away that tackiness, and then you don't really have to worry about it anymore. And then other times it just never seems to go away. It's just like so disappointing. But okay. So now,
for me to put on Instagram.
Yeah. So now he's all silverified. Which the fun thing is because this is an ink, we're going to have the silver and the blue. So I guess we don't really have to pick. Okay. Would you ask Cora if she could if they could make me a cup of coffee, please? So we are going to set him on his base. I think this is like my favorite part about this new setup is it's so big. I have so much working space now. I don't feel like I'm about to knock anything over. He won't sit on his base, but that's fine. Yeah, the paint usually will stick, but if you're trying to get it doesn't, to clarify the trying to fix the sticky, it doesn't really affect your painting unless you're trying to like dry brush over a sticky. It's kind of just clumps and doesn't flow as much as I would normally like things to flow. So excuse my reaching around here stuff. But now we are going to work on see, he sits right like this. So we sprayed him with a nice good spray coat. But yeah, you can paint right on top of that sticky without any issue, but I don't like touching it at all. It's just I'm not a fan sort of thing. I just don't think the water's going to do it. And it's like just slightly chill enough that I would really like to have a cup of coffee. It's perfect. So the silver needs to dry, so we're going to set him off to the side, and we're going to work on my kaiju, another big monster. So we got him spray painted as well, and I did kind of a dark gray base coat. So you'll see that pop out a little bit here and there in different spots. And then I also sprayed inside of like his gill area, and because he's got gills on his sides as well. So I'm like looking at this camera and trying to get underneath because I'm so used to
the action
camera being there. So I'm gonna look over here.
We're gonna get it back that way.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that it needs to go. I like from the side really a lot. I just think if we put it on this side instead is all I need to do. I like this because I can do this really, really well.
I just have to see how the cables are gonna work.
Well, I mean, anyway, that's. But I went inside with the brown, the khaki inside of his gills here and underneath here so that I could have that kind of shine or kind of milky look, which we'll work on him in a little bit. But first we're going to do his base because that's going to need to dry. But we are going to wet blend this guy. So we need to get all of our colors set up and ready. Let's see, Red said touching the sticky black dead leaf residue on my fingers, which yes, that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't like that at all, but it's easy enough to fix that sort of thing. Like I said, well, I say easy enough, but it's if you can get it to outside and spray it down with a clear coat, you can usually get rid of that stick. If you can't, with a clear coat, one of the other things that I've heard about but I haven't tried is putting so this is a bottle of a mixture because it's got a nice spray, like, a misting spray. I have a mixture of...
No, God!
Huh?
No, God, please, no!
Mr. Wacky, you got me really good with that one.
No!
Hi! Welcome back to the show. This is a mixture of PVA glue and water, like 50-50. PVA or Elmer's glue, same thing. But you can, what I've heard is you can spray that over something that's tacky and let it dry, and it should reduce the tackiness too. So there's a couple of different things you can try for that, for sure. Like I said, there was a few pieces that I learned the hard way, and I just pitched them because they were cheap pieces in the first place. And they weren't any kind of set or anything like that, so it didn't matter to me much at all. So I am currently just digging out my colors that I want to use for my water and my rocks. I think I'm almost out of that shadow stone, so I may not want to start with that. No. Ancient bark will work.
Mr. Wacky Stuff says, what's tacky, the print?
No, not my print. Red and I were talking about they did a whole bunch of work this weekend, which looks amazing, and you should go see it in the Discord.
It's in the painting channel.
Yes, in the painting channel. But some of them, they primed them with spray paint, and some of them were tacky, and they were Reaper models, I believe. Or plastic models, sorry, is what I meant to say, not Reaper. I'm getting coffee, dudes. I'm getting coffee, that's all I can say. I'm working on it.
And then Regina had said the spray paint as primer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Regina answered faster than I did. I need to put this somewhere else because I have coffee coming. So my coffee is going to go in this spot over there.
Another.
Awesome sauce. We have no shortage of coasters, that's for sure. But...
Well, the funny thing is that most of the ones on this desk are not the ones we make.
No, they were actually made by Ben. Most of the ones on this desk.
Brass Engine Games.
Yes. I don't want Shadowstone because I'm almost out of that. I am just, like I said, I'm going to wet blend this, so I need to have all my colors set up. So I've got my rock is going to be white and gray, which I just had one. Ah, thank you. Ooh, that's good. That's perfect. Come say hi. Come say hi, sister. Look, baby. Hi, my love. I know. Look, where's Dad?
Sir.
Oh,
Hey,
we're gonna
Bubba.
Say hi, everybody's. Hi. Oh, you're good boy.
He's such a powder right now.
Yes. Oh,
He refuses to be outside of 5 feet from me.
Hey, sister.
He's not very good at COVID rules.
No. He loves stuffies. So, my little. Look how cute. I love all the little toys I find at conventions. Okay. Let's see. All right. Rock is going to be dark. Kind of like that and that. I need one other, like a gray. Then my water is going to be this. That's too bright. I want a more subtle, like a soft blue. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I was not prepared to do my water. What the heck? That's still too deep. Bleached linen for the wavy misties. I cannot find a soft blue, and I'm starting to get a little frustrated. Ooh, I like that gray for that, actually. Tra-la-la. I think I'm just... I think I am just going to use this one, and I'll just soften it up because I really don't see any other lighter blues. it is nice having all of my paint right here, but it also makes me realize that I need to finish some paints off and be good about that. You're setting up to make some... Mr. Wacky is setting up to make some dice, so either I'm going to get some cool resin rocks or lumps. I get that. Cora actually got a dice mold and made wax melts, so I literally have dice to put in my my heated wax thingy. So it's kind of awesome. It's actually more than kind of awesome. It's like amazingly awesome. That's what I want right there. I found my blue. That's the blue I wanted. Okay. So, the only part that I'm really not going to wet blend is the rock. And Angie gave me... I can't.
It's a screw.
Mid-games. Oh, that's freaking cool.
It pops up.
Yes, it pops up. Mr. Wacky's friends made him chocolate dice.
Oh.
That is kind of amazing. I think Cora put eggnog in my coffee.
Oh, really?
I think so, which means...
Like you don't get all the eggnog already.
I am an eggnog fiend. Oh my gosh, I am so bad about drinking all of the eggnog before anybody even knows that we have it.
All your eggnog belong to us.
Yes. All right, let's see here. Twist my body a little bit.
I am stepping away.
Okay. He's running away because I have the eggnog.
You can't get to it right now. I'm going to get some.
Well, you know, the thing is I don't actually ever put alcohol in my eggnog. I just drink it out. I just drink it eggnog, and that's it. I've had eggnog with alcohol in it one time, and I was just like, it just ruins the taste of my beautiful eggnog, so I went back to drinking it straight. Because eggnog is awesome, and I love zits. Huh. I didn't realize that was not a thing that you had over there. I'm doing it again. I'm getting really bad. Mr. Wacky says that eggnog is not in the UK, which makes me weep for you. That is so sad. It is so good.
You are correct.
No, I don't dilute it at all. I literally, well, okay, so I'm a little bit ashamed of this, but I'll go ahead and admit it. Live on camera for the world to know. Basically what I do is I buy 2 jugs of eggnog, and I mark one of them with the mom, and everyone knows to leave that one alone, and that one's mine, and everyone else in the house shares the other one, because half the time I just drink it straight out of the bottle. I love it. It's so good. But you can't drink a whole lot because of the fact that it's thick, and it'll actually just fill you up. You won't be hungry. So I just randomly walk into the kitchen, take a swig, and put it back. Sorry. Mr. Wacky says, well, you take the good with the bad. We don't get eggnog, but we don't really... Oh, that's cold, man. That's cold. You don't get school shootings. That's like right in the heart, man. Right in the heart. Did you know that they don't have eggnog in the UK?
No, that's funny. I thought it came from there.
Wow. Did you put some in your coffee too? No.
No, just coffee, thank you.
Yeah, you never did put a lot of cream in your coffee anyway. My coffee is kind of a mix between half coffee and half cream sugar. Okay. Now, here is the tricky bit. To put a little bit of, this is where we're going to start wet blending. You put a little bit of the sandy color in the water. And also, if you're wet blending with something that's quite large, there's something you can get that's called extender or retarder. Either one is the same thing. But basically what it does is it extends the life, the wetness of your what you're working with. So it can just make it last a little longer for you, or a lot longer for you. I should have put my paint in my palette first, and I did not, and that was a mistake. But that's okay, I can fix it. And I will have to rely on Ty to kind of read to me at this point. Let's see, is that good on camera? There we go. Because I am wet blending, so I have to kind of work quickly. But it'll make it look like I've got shallow bits of the water, and you can see kind of the sand coming through those areas. That hurts like hell.
Mr. Wacky Stuff says, I mix deionized water and matte medium gel for that. Great thinners as it also stretches the pigments without dulling.
Yes.
You've done that before?
No, but I know what he's I know what he's talking about. But because I paint on canvas a lot as well, I have I just already had the retarder here, so that was simple enough for me to just use what I had on hand. But you can see how the different colors give the water a depth to it. You know, the darker the water, the deeper it is. I really like this camera over here because you can really see my palette way better than you've ever been able to see it before. What is that? Get out of there.
I don't think your palette is all that much on camera right now. Yeah, there you go. Of course it blends in with the overlay. I can bring it to the front if you want.
What? Oh, no. No, don't. I think it looks good. I love your overlays.
Oh, that reminds me. Probably past time to do one of these.
That's kind of why I didn't prime this one is, I mean, we've almost gotten this beast. God! Son of a... Well, at least I didn't throw the mini this time. But you see how quickly we already have this. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I didn't bother priming it. That got me. I ain't gonna lie, that got me good.
We probably should have given you the more comfortable chair this time.
I like this chair.
This one sits up a little bit higher too.
It does sit up a little bit higher, but I like the fact that I can fold my legs up under it. I shouldn't, but I do. Like I said, I work, whenever I'm doing wet blending, I work as quickly as I can. Unless I've gotten my my stuff in there, which I don't on this one. Which I have done a lot when I'm working on like things like Cthulhu size. I will definitely use that sort of thing. And what I'll end up doing is going around, because I'm hitting, you know, this looks all weird, but I'll go around and bring down whatever color is on the edge. Kind of make it blend. There you are. I'm trying to be better about how much paint I put out at a time to not waste it, but at the moment I'm also like, I don't actually have enough out, and I'm wet blending, so I'm like, go faster, go faster. And I'm not washing my brush in between. It kind of defeats the purpose of wet blending.
I guess my chair is also noisier.
It is a little squeakier, yeah.
I guess I better get a new one.
No, I think you're fine for now. Nice try. Yeah, my best friend Angie or Sunbaran, as you guys know her, just got a new chair not too long ago, and it's
spectacular.
Oh, that thing is freaking gorgeous, but it's
Very comfortable.
not what I'm trying to say at all.
No, you're probably trying to say World of Warcraft.
Yes, I'm trying to say World of Warcraft based. It's an alliance chair. It's really freaking cool. But it's got like gold embroidery down the side. I don't mean like proper gold. I'm saying it's like metallic, shiny gold, beautiful sort of thing. It is definitely awesome. I didn't even sit down in it.
I did. It was comfy. Very firm.
Considering that she works from home and has for a very long time, it makes perfect sense that she would get a very nice office chair because, I mean, like what Aaron said, it's like you spend 8 to 12 hours a day in a chair, it should be comfy. I love the like seafoam green look. Okay. All right. I think that looks good enough to sit off to the side. You just click something so I know that. Oh, you are such a jerk. Oh, you are a jerk.
You just seemed way too comfy.
I was. Oh my gosh, I hate you so much right now. Son of a... Jerk is awake. Oh my god, that got me really good. Alright. Now we're going to bring him out. The trash can's by you, isn't it?
Yes, would you like it?
Yes, you can push over. There we go.
You got it?
I do, yes. Get rid of the used up ones. Alright. Now it is his turn. Let's see. I don't want that. I want like a peachy, icky... Oh. You know what? I think that will work. Let me try that first. I want to get in his gills and get those looking blended out really well first. I think this color will work really well. This is one of the things I love about larger miniatures. It's like, yeah, I've got a lot of surface area to cover, but they actually paint pretty quickly. I'm thinking, Ty, that if we take the cord to this one up and over the lamp, I think it'll work really well. We've got plenty of room.
That doesn't mean we have plenty of cord.
No, that's what I meant by plenty of room, is plenty of cord. I'm not sure if you realize that or not, but you're wrong.
Oh, well, okay.
Just so you know. Not sure if you were curious about that or not.
Nope.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's been almost an hour and a half since we started, so I'm going to remind everybody once more that every Tuesday this Halloween month for our sort of our regular show, or I guess that's
My
what we
regular
call it.
painting show.
The regular Crypt Monkey paint show. We're giving away a 3D printed miniature, so just make sure you follow, make sure you're in chat when we're doing it, usually towards the end of the stream.
Yeah.
And you may have a chance of winning one of these cool minis. Can I go ahead and show that to him?
Absolutely,
All right,
yes.
let me find that guy real quick. This next Tuesday, you will get to choose from one of these minis here.
Which, like I said, I can't... I love the model because she has those options of having either the wand, the raven sitting on her her staff, or her let's see, what is, oh, the casting, that's what she's doing. She's casting a ball of fire or something like that. But I think it looks awesome, and I love that model, and I cannot wait. And then, so that's next week. And the following week, I'm not going to say yet what it is. I'm not going to announce what it is until we are live streaming that show.
Oh.
Yes.
So you're not even going to talk about it this Tuesday?
Nope, I am not.
Do I know what it is?
Yes, you have seen them. But what I'm going to do is, like, what we got for this week was, or I mean, not this week, this month, for the monthly release of files that we get every month. We got sets of things. Like the cats were a set of, 4 different options, and then the potions was, a set of them. Well, the last Tuesday of the month, I'll be giving away the full set of a thing.
Oh.
So it won't be one model, it'll be 5 of them. And they are on the smaller side, so I don't really feel bad about I would feel bad about giving away just one, or like the cats are kind of smaller, so that's why I was like, pick 2 of the cats. But this I will be giving away all 5 of them, so I'm going to keep it close to the vest of what that is. But it is definitely perfect for us.
Oh, a good Crypt Monkey thing. Yeah, I guess the only caveat being we don't mind shipping anywhere in the world. The only thing is that some places we are not able to ship to right now.
Yeah, that is true. Yes,
The only one I know off the top of my head right now is New Zealand.
Yes. I actually have a customer that is currently waiting for his miniatures because New Zealand's borders are closed for shipping.
It's such a bummer.
Yeah, and it really is. He picked some gorgeous minis, and I'm really upset that I can't ship them.
It's a weird time.
Yeah. But, so, it is completely open to what we are being restricted to.
Mm-hmm.
We don't put any restrictions out there other than you got to be live in chat and you got to be following us. That's the only 2 restrictions we put. That's working pretty well. So I'm using the little spoolie part to kind of scrape it up, to kind of blend it. That's working really nicely. Not so much in these spots, but it did work on the neck really well.
I guess the sound, if I can interject again, I guess the sound is working for everybody, since I know you guys can apparently hear the ambient music.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn, how's the monitor working for you?
It's working pretty well. The only thing...
It's not working very well for me.
That's what I was going to say, is because you can't seem to be able to do whatever you want, because, if you put this, what I'm looking at, on half the screen, you could have the other half.
Well, I'll play with this resolution. The problem is I can't get enough on the screen for you to be able to interact with chat, and I can still go and play around with socials and stuff.
Gotcha. So maybe putting that other monitor back up.
Yeah. Maybe that is the better idea. I was thinking about bringing those 2 monitors and putting them on stands and bringing them over, but we'll see.
I think you should try putting that other monitor back up and then maybe having it off to the side. That looks really good. I think I want a little bit more right here.
I guess that's the other, for anybody who's joined late, Sundays are often our let's try something new on the stream days, so that's why we're talking about it and talking with you guys about it.
Yeah. Basically, it's probably basically, you can see the things behind me are very different here. It's actually our backyard.
Okay.
So, I'm actually sitting in a completely different spot now, so... But the point of that is that Ty and I are sitting directly across from each other, and now we can, whoever is streaming can sit here, and the producer can sit across from them, and it's a lot better communication between the 2 of us at the moment. Because, like I said before, I could never even actually see him, so this is pretty cool. I don't know that I want this green. I love this green, this seafoam green. But I'm getting ready to dry brush him, which means I'm going to get out an actual dry. But... Mr. Swooply? Yep, you do. I had a point.
About the color choices?
No. That's just me.
About our setup.
About the setup. I think we don't have one of those that'll grab onto, the pole here so that you could...
Those.
A clamp for the monitor.
No.
Because that's what I'm thinking, is if you had it to where you could bring it out and have it sitting on the side of that monitor and then push it back to where it folds flat against this. You know what I mean?
No, we don't have any of those.
Maybe that's the next investment part. All right, here. Let's twist back. You can see how look, the gills look like really cool. He's pokey, so I keep twisting him I'm trying to find a handhold where I'm not getting stabbed to death. Okay, there we go. Dry brushing, woohoo! Which is normally extremely relaxing, but usually as I start to dry brush, somebody decides to play a horrible noise for me.
Oh, that reminds me.
Get away.
I'm just checking my points. I gotta keep gathering them up here for the next time.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. See, I'm not doing anything at the moment.
Yeah, I already saw it pop up.
Saw what pop up?
The redeem. Oh, I guess that's the last time you redeemed.
That was from
isn't it?
last time, yeah.
It's just going to be nice to have a bunch of these finished for the paint table.
You didn't forget you have coffee, did you?
I did, actually, yes. Got some caffeine in me and I'm good. But now I want more of it because you reminded me.
See, it's not as bad with the longer brushes. When you have the shorter brushes, you have your hand in the way. So maybe
That's
it's
what
the different size mini.
It's also the fact that I'm realizing that, and so I twisted my body quite a bit, and now I'm holding way at the tip rather than, like when I'm doing details, I hold up here, but when I'm dry brushing, I can hold way back here, and it keeps my hand out of the way. So far this weekend, I have done pretty much nothing but sew masks, so it's pretty nice to just sit and paint. But it's funny, sitting at this table, I feel like we should be designing a board game. Like, we're sitting over here, we should be planning something.
We've done so much backlit art and coaster resin and all that stuff at this desk recently that it seems weird to have it cleaned up a little more.
Yeah, that was actually when Cora got up the next day after we had done a bunch of work to the desk to get it ready. That was like the first thing. I brought them out and I said, okay, so look, here's the new plan. And they were like, oh my God, I can see the desktop.
It wasn't covered in frames.
Yeah, picture frames everywhere. I don't have any Q-tips over here, so I'm going to have to use a paintbrush.
You need Q-tips, you said?
Well, it's just an easy, quick way to clean off, but a dry brush, like clean dry brush will do the same thing.
All right, because I did get more Q-tips if you need it.
No, I'm good right now. I just had too much paint go on that one spot. My favorite thing about dry brushing is, like you can see on this, excuse me, okay, I'm gonna take a drink of coffee first, because I'm like, I want to clear my throat now. So, you can see on this arm that we've got a dark gray on the hand, and then a brown under here, and then a khaki right there, and a green, a like dark green right there. But if you look at this arm, it has all of those same things, but they all start to blend together because of the dry brushing over the top. It's like this just magic thing that happens. It like just brings them all together, and it's kind of amazing. I almost feel like I'm cheating. I'm letting the paint do the work for me.
I think it's cheating. I think it's working smartly, right?
Right? Work smarter, not harder. That's how it goes, yeah. I'm not terribly concerned about the inside of his hands because when he sits, he's literally holding on to this rock. So this hand doesn't really matter, the inside of it. I do want it painted, but I won't worry about too many details. It's funny, I had picked that ambient music and then it went to a guitar, and just like everything has been that guitar since, which is still pretty. It's just not exactly what I had selected in the first place. It's all the way over here by me, babe.
Yes,
Sorry.
they're fine.
Ew, that was his tail on the thing. Ugh. I did not like that noise. Oh, you know what we need to figure out is what we're going to do for dinner. I personally think we should have turkey sandwiches. Because that's literally all I want to eat for like the next... Until I'm out of turkey, and then I'll be sad. But until I'm out of that turkey, that's really all I want to do is have turkey sandwiches. And Cora asked me earlier today, they were like, well, if you love turkey sandwiches so much, why don't you make turkey more often? Because, you know, they sell it year round. I'm like, no, I know that, but people don't like to eat turkey nonstop. And I'm okay with eating turkey for like a week straight, 2 weeks straight. Then other people are like, okay, seriously, can we have anything but turkey? Anything else, literally anything else. It's not even my favorite thing during Thanksgiving. During Thanksgiving, the day of Thanksgiving, I am constantly picking at stuffing. And then the cookies as well that I'm constantly picking at. Like by the time I sit down to eat Thanksgiving dinner, I'm not hungry anymore because I've been picking at food all day long. But I love cooking, so... He is stabbing the shit out of me. It's a tail fin right there. It's just like piercing my skin on my hand. And I move my hand a little bit, and now it's that fucking toenails killing me. Best part of this is because he's an underwater creature, right? He's got gills and all of that. I always think that they just naturally they should have a shimmer. Shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. So after I'm all said and done with Toenail of Doom, when it's all said and done, I'll still dry brush all over with a fairy dust technical by War Paints. And it'll just make him shiny. As he should be. Because he's a fishy. Fishy. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Oh, I guess I should pay attention to the camera. I was just dry brushing. In my little happy zone. In my happy place. See, this would be a perfect time for you just to grab one of the minis and start painting with me. You could practice. You'd be off camera and everything.
I have to pay attention. In case I need to do something.
No, you're good. I'll watch for you.
I hate ruining minis.
There's no such thing, sweetheart.
I like minis that can end up on the table in front of me.
Well, these won't because we're selling them, remember?
That's one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it is that you are practicing for what my minis are going to look like before I put them on table in front of you.
No. I'm not fighting this.
Maybe not Godzilla. Godzilla's just like a great piece, though. You know, great desk piece. I need that monkey.
Yes,
I need a giant monkey for eventually Gamers in the Apocalypse will be a wonderful piece for that stream.
Well, but I am currently working on printing out orders. So you've got to...
I'm sorry, printing out what?
Orders.
Orders. Oh.
Orders.
Sound like you said hoarders. I'm like, what is that?
People who buy minis from me.
Nice.
No, so I'm currently printing out orders. So I've got all the way through, I'd say Tuesday booked. And then we're leaving for the con later this week. So it's not going to be this week that he gets printed, I don't think.
I'm just going to keep reminding you to make sure I
That's
get it.
Perfectly fine.
And I'll try not to break this one.
Yeah, that was a little bit heart-wrenching because Cora had done such a beautiful job painting it.
It looked great.
It did. It was phenomenal.
But it was the horror god Crypt Monkey saying, that's not big enough. It needs to be bigger.
Well, it's funny, too, because that was actually just a test print to see how it printed out. So I had always intended to make it bigger anyway. And Cora asked, well, can I paint this one? I'm like, sure. I'm printing a bigger one for myself, so that's fine. But now, after seeing them paint it, I don't think I want to paint it because I don't know that I would paint it as well as they did. A little intimidated because it was just really good. I loved the attention she put into, like, they put into with, like, the where he had fallen and gotten dirty, and, you know, if you knelt down to pick something up, you'd get dirt right here, and if you fell on your butt while you weren't paying attention, you'd get dirt right here, and it was just really, really freaking cool. That's too much right there.
I'm sure they'll go through all that effort again too, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, they will. They'll go into more effort now because did you hear what they were saying about the flag being bigger?
Oh yes, we're gonna get the Crypt Monkey logo painted onto the flag.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna try to do. So
that's awesome.
That's gonna be phenomenal.
If I remember right, that is one that we cannot sell.
Correct.
But we have a commercial license with them.
We do, but
so
that
I think
one...
we take a picture and like pass that off to them too when it's done.
Oh yeah, definitely. That one is a that's from Mini Monster Mayhem, and it is a loyalty reward, so that is not sellable. But it is an Astronaut Monkey.
It was skeletal, wasn't it?
Yeah, because the
It was
face
a
piece
monkey
had broke
skeleton in a...
in a spacesuit. Yeah,
That's so awesome.
yeah.
So neat.
Ow! Stop being mean. Yeah, it was, like I said, it was kind of perfect. Just like that pumpkin head. Oh, you haven't seen that one yet.
What? Like from the movie?
No, not like from the movie. It's I'm just going through and making some spots slightly brighter. If you go look in one of those totes, the clear totes, it's like right there on the top, and it's kind of like a weird off color.
This?
No, I think it's in the other one. But it's a tote like that, yes. Just not that one.
This is something we printed, right?
Yes. Took it with me and intending to paint it and bring it back and show you, and I just never got around to painting it. It's funny because some cons, like, I can spend the entire con painting, and then other cons I can't get around to painting anything ever. Like, the one thing I got to paint was somebody came up and asked me to paint it for them before they bought it. Before they bought it! I don't know what the hell just happened with my voice, but it's okay. It was fun, right? Yes.
Oh my gosh.
He found it.
Found it. Is it in a plastic bag?
Yep.
I found it.
Yep. Don't you love sits?
You wanted me to bring it to show on the stream, I guess.
That's fine. Yeah, I was just wanting to show you because realized you hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah, I want a big one of these too.
That is a big one. That's like 200% sized.
I guess I needed 800% size then.
So basically fit it to my build plate.
Yes.
So this is the one that I printed. It's a pumpkin head with a monkey skeleton face.
It does remind me of the movie Pumpkinhead.
It's got a supports I gotta clean out there still, but Mwah! Big kiss.
Okay.
Monkey.
That's awesome. Well, the detail, like even in the mouth, there's the ribs inside of the mouth.
Yeah, they did really, really good with that. That's not from Mini Monster Mayhem.
Who is that?
I can't remember the name of it, but it was a set of skulls that I found on Thingiverse. So it's just free models.
I see. So it's not even okay.
I
somebody that we're.
No, I literally found it and printed it so that I could paint it for you.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. That was the whole purpose
That
of it.
one's mine then?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I literally had it packed with me to paint it while I was at the con, and I just couldn't get around to painting anything. All right.
Slacker.
How rude.
Regina says, I forget, did we talk about Arch Villain Games and their Patreon minis?
It must have been you that mentioned it because I honestly, it was funny because the other day I was looking at minis and I went across, I'm like, oh, somebody was telling me about Arch Villain because I just randomly was searching for one other thing and I ran across their page and I'm like, oh my God, these are amazing. I'm like, wait, somebody was telling me about these and I couldn't remember where I heard it from, but I knew the name. So yeah. I did go check them out, actually, purely by accident, but I did. I almost did it, and I stopped myself. Almost dry brushed on my hand.
Are you saying you don't have any paint on you right now?
I do have some paint on me, but not from the brush, but from touching the mini as I rotated it around.
I don't know if that counts. I don't know what your rules were when you.
I don't know what my rules are either. Cora kind of like everybody yelling at me was kind of doing the rules, so. At the moment, I did not pick up another Patreon, or I didn't become a patron of theirs because we currently have
4?
3 that give us minis for me to print. 1 that gives me painted minis, which is Michael.
Oh, yes.
And then we're also we're a patron of Parlor Gaming, so we get their content for
Retroscape and Tephra now. I believe there's Tephra content now too, right?
I'm not sure on that one because I've never played Tephra, so I mean I'm stuck on Retroscape, man. That thing is freaking awesome. But
well, we're gonna get some time in Volcanic Legends. I'm betting this year yet, maybe the beginning of next year, because they are concentrating on that a lot right now.
Yeah, that's true. But basically, at the moment, I'm not maxed. I'm not at capacity for what I can print. And, you know, how often I can print and all of that. My machines can keep up with me. But I am at capacity of models to print. Because every month I've got 3 people sending me new... Oh, I know why you thought it was 4. Because technically we have 2 others that we have models from that were just a... one was a one-time fee, and the other one was... is a as I sell the models I pay, but we're not patrons
like
of
the
those.
Cthulhu. That's Lord of the Print.
No, that's not Lord of the Print. That's
I always do that.
That's Spare
Spare That's
I love
yeah.
their name.
Do you want me to read this?
Yes, please.
Red Dina says, would you be able to print minis from Archvillain if you aren't a patron? I have some STLs from them, but no resin printer.
So I would have to reach out to them and ask how that would work for them. Typically, like people will, if it's
I think what the idea, I think the way that works is that we can print that for you. We won't be able to print it for ourselves or print it for anybody else.
Exactly.
Like
just like, that's what I was going to say, was just like when I do a Hero Forge model.
Right.
Someone will send me the STL. I print the STL. I print it, send it the thing, but I don't ever print that again because I didn't purchase it. It's not mine.
Yeah, I think that's the way that works. So we haven't done that yet, so I don't know.
Yeah. I haven't done that. I've done it with Hero Forge because I looked it up and I knew that that was an option for me. But I haven't done it for anybody else. So I would feel more comfortable reaching out and making sure they're okay with that. But yeah, if they're okay with that, I love that.
I believe that's the common practice.
I believe so.
If you don't have it, but you have the STL files, you can send it off to a print farm. So I don't see how that would be
any different. No.
Other than we're not automated the way a print farm is.
Yeah.
Or the way the automated print farms are, rather.
Yeah. So it shouldn't be an issue.
But someday.
Yeah. I'm growing my farm. It's a small farm. It's a small family farm.
I meant specifically that there's automation out there, and if you guys haven't seen it before, you should look for the videos on these automated 3D print farms. Are really neat. It looks like something from a futuristic movie or something on some of these guys where the print job loads up and it prints it, and then these robot arms kick the print off, and a conveyor belt takes them off to whatever box they're supposed to go into, and it's pretty neat.
But those aren't resin printers though, they're filament printers, correct?
No, I've not seen that with resin printers. I'm sure there's something you can still do, but yes, that is filament printers. It's still cool videos.
It's still freaking cool as hell, yeah. Okay, now I need this one. I wish I had my white. Because this white is not like white. I'm going to have to use my acrylic white because I can't find my bottle of my other white. Big, giant bottle of white. because I paint a lot white.
Just showing you.
Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of my painting day, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mix a little bit of that in there too. It's like almost hypnotic to dry brush. Eek. Do you know the kind of arm that I was talking about, though? For the monitor, sorry.
I do. But we don't own one.
Well, no, I know.
Okay. No, I know we don't own one for sure. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, I knew we didn't. I was almost positive we didn't, but I just was curious if you wanted to like look for one and see.
I mean, yeah, the clamp ones like that are made for a pole.
Yeah.
Some of them are made with clamps like. Boy, that sure got you, Dawn. That was Sawdust Dragon.
Hi, Sawdust.
Thank you for the bits and the heart attack.
Holy cow.
What was that? What was I feeling to explain?
I have no idea.
Oh, the clamps like we're using here that you can see and nobody else can. They'll be like that, and then a pole comes out of them, and then it actually attaches to the pole. So I presume we'd probably try to find something that worked that way.
That was a good one. You like really got me.
I don't know. Maybe I should turn the volume up.
No. I think we're good. We're good. No, that got me good. Yep, no. I had gotten in such a zone of dry brushing, and I was just kind of like just randomly chatting with my husband and painting, and then wow. Thank you for the bits, though. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I am awake for the next 24 hours now. I am good and awake.
All right, it's been another half hour, so I'm going to remind everybody, just in case we have different folks visiting now, that every Tuesday this Halloween month, when you log into our paint stream at 6:30 Central Time in the U.S., you have a chance as a follower who is in chat near the end of the stream. We will give away a free mini. And Dawn, is it all right if I show this again?
Absolutely. I'm just dry brushing.
So you will get to choose between, let me find it. You will get to choose from one of these three models. So we let you choose, we print it out for you, we'll ship it off to you. If you're in another country, we are happy to ship it to you. The only caveat being that if you're unfortunately in some place like New Zealand right now where we cannot ship to, then either we'll work something out where we ship it to you when we can ship it to you, or we figure something else out. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what another option there is.
I'm not sure what else we can do, unfortunately. Zero control there, but neat stuff to choose from, and of course, Tuesdays are usually our busier day to hang out and chat with everyone as well.
Yeah. Today I'm just working on all the pieces I need to finish up for the convention coming up.
Sawdust Dragon says, vet the blood pumping. Get the blood pumping. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, that worked.
Yeah. So now I'm just going to go around the edge and kind of make my own little waves because they don't have any going around the edge, and I don't want it to just be flat. And water is one of my favorite things to paint and make and all of that kind of stuff, if you guys haven't figured that out. I spell goober now. Gooder.
I also spell goober gooder.
That's okay. I was saying earlier how I was searching for royalty-free ambient music to play, except I searched for royalty-free background music because I couldn't think of how to spell ambient. Alright, that base is done. Now we will work on him again, because he is dry. The rest of him is dry. So... let's see here. What color do we want to do? I think... Google seems to hate me, honestly. Google's like, no, I don't even know what word you're trying to say, so no. I don't know if I'm gonna like this color, so I'm gonna do it on the bottom of his foot. Yeah, I do. Okay. I'm just going to use this phthalo green to kind of deepen some areas back up. I keep forgetting to look over there at the camera. Make sure I'm in the shot here.
You're not used to having it, and yet you look at it a lot now.
I know, I'm either always like staring right at it or not looking at it at all. Yeah, I've got paint all over my fingers now. Like, I'm not even trying to avoid it now. I'm literally using them.
That's funny. You looked over at OBS and didn't even realize that I put a filter on your first camera.
Oh, wow. That's so cool. Oh, I love that one. That's awesome. Look at my funny little hairs right here. Oh, that's freaking cool.
Those filters. Yep.
No. Oh, look, my hair looks awesome. Oh, I love this one. Don't change it. I love this one.
You want me to leave it on?
Yes, this is like this and the goldfish are like my two favorites. I freaking love this. This is awesome.
Comics style filter.
Yeah. Oh man, I would be such a cool comic character. I would be a villain though. I know
Think
I
so?
would. Yeah, I would be. I couldn't help myself. I would be
Maybe.
a villain.
You don't look like a villain there, but that's maybe a good idea.
I'll give myself a villain mustache. I don't want to do that with this paint because this paint may not actually come off for a couple of days.
It's almost like wearing a mask, right, for Halloween month.
Yeah. I do need to go to the store though, so I don't really want to have a villain mustache when I go to the store. Although nobody would see it anyway because of, masks and stuff.
Today you have to go to the store?
No, not today, lady. Well, this may not come off for days.
Oh,
it's a
no.
different type of paint.
And we have a con next weekend.
Yes, so I really don't want to do that. Hey, Godzilla, no fighting. Not right now. This is so cool. I don't know. I just must. I can't explain why I do things. I just must.
Now you know how I feel.
Well, yes. I believe I get it from being married to you for so long.
No, I mean, I don't understand why you do things sometimes, too.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Sawdust Dragon asks, where is the con?
It is in Kansas City. It is Meeple-thon. And it's really kind of awesome because it's just like a thon. It's a long-lasting thing. It's 24 hours a day for 24 hours, I think. Because it starts
On Friday and goes
till Saturday.
You must be
so
right.
It's 24 hours.
I think it ends at like early in the evening on Saturday, right? Like 6 or something.
Because I think it starts at 6 p.m. and ends at 6 p.m. So it is 24 hours. But they don't close it. Literally, it's just 24 hours straight. They go. Right? So
should be fun.
it's going to be fun, and we are going to try to stay at our booth for 24 hours. But it's all for charity, so it's kind of amazing. Okay, I need the fairy dust. Yay. Oh, look, how does this look? That's really cool.
It looks like a bottle.
Yeah, but it looks like a cartoon bottle, and I can't draw like this, so this is like amazing. Oh, I gotta pop the fingers. You know what I need to do? So I need a few little deeper colors on this. The more I'm looking at the rock, the more I don't... the rock went too white. So... I'm like wiggling my fingers to get them loosened up. Yeah.
Sawdust Dragon says, "Oh wow, I did not get the boxing gig in Kansas. Darn it." Yeah, that would have been cool to hang out.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
You know, honestly though, at the shows,
We don't get to visit really.
we're like the
well.
hangout booth, but we're working the whole time.
Yeah.
So, which I love being the hangout booth, honestly.
Yeah. Well, and you know, the really nice thing about this con is because it doesn't actually close, it's not a thing where we're like, you know, we're in the middle of a conversation and people are being run off of our booth because they're closing. So that's kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because how many times have we been like in the middle of a story with somebody, they're telling us this epic adventure they just finished or something, and then they have to go, and I was like, no, I'm on a cliffhanger, don't leave. Because we can, it's not like we can just walk out with customers because we have to close up our booth.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and without saying where this has happened, I've been in the middle of a sale and people are running customers off.
Yep. That was not fun. I think Izzy's here.
Oh, let me go,
Oh, yep, it is Izzy because they just unlocked the door. Hello, kiddo. No.
I want paint.
How are you going to do that with no paint?
It's all over here, baby.
Well, I know what color I need. I haven't listed down.
Come look. I'm a cartoon.
Mom needs all of the colors. See?
Look at my cartoon, Izzy. Look how cool I look. I'm like the coolest.
You're still a child.
Married to him, of course I'm a child.
Unapologetically.
Your Quetzalcoatl is over here behind me as well.
Okay. Is the base there too, or just the dragon?
The base is still in there.
Okay. That's what I'm currently working on still.
I think I probably have the blood of the blood gods is right here. Yes. No, that's the thing. This is blood of the blood gods.
Sawdust Dragon says, a cartoon needs all of the paint.
Yes. Yes. Cartoons need all the paints.
Painted creatures need the paints.
This is blood of the blood god. So it is a technical.
Okay, I'm not ready for the technical yet, though.
Are you ready to put the blood on?
I still gotta finish, like, the rest of the other detail
okay.
work first before the technical. So
Okay.
I need the dragon blood.
Find it. Oh, wait. I found it. But when you're ready to do the blood god one, I've got this that'll probably work really well to kind of place it where you want it.
Okay.
Now we're gonna go shimmer shimmer.
This is different. You haven't done this kaiju like this before, have you?
No, but I just realized I think I want to use this shimmer shimmer instead. So I'm going to use the tainted gold instead of the fairy dust. Yes, my love.
I need the dirty bone.
Well, take it.
Well, I don't know. I'm looking quick. That's not it. I'm sorry to all the people watching the stream. I'm interrupting.
Dirty bone.
Thank you.
What, you interrupting? No,
Interrupting cow.
never. Are we doing that one, or are you just doing with the punchlines? Skipping the joke, going straight to the punchline.
Yeah, I was calling them a cow. Yeah, I like this better. Oh, gotta pay attention. We've got a camera. So instead of using the fairy dust in the same lot that I got the fairy dust in, I got the different colors, and I'm using the tainted gold instead to give him a fishy shimmer. Hello, sir.
He's freaking out because Isabella's here.
Yeah. Because we've done all those other layers of green, he still stays on the green scale, even though I'm putting gold on him. He really just gets that shimmer. Ow! It's like if I'm holding his hand, he doesn't hurt me. As soon as I try to hold him anywhere else, he kills me. For the love of God, pet the dog before he explodes.
I was, and I was holding him.
He's dying for attention. And he's literally been in Cora's room cuddling with Cora.
Getting all of the attention.
All of the attention. It's just not enough.
Just
He
not-
needs it from everybody. His gills are currently stabbing the ever-living F out of my thumb. He is a silly dog. He is like, he keeps having these moments where he is just going absolutely crazy. The other day I was downstairs working on the printers, and Ty was down there with me. We had to change out our felt paper, the FEP paper, that is the screen that it print, or the bottom of the resin tank. And we had to change those papers, and it takes a little while to do that. It's not a quick process. So we'd been down there for quite a while yet, and Angie had come over, so Angie came down, and Sir had come down right before her, and then he went absolutely ballistic when Angie got down there. He was barking, whining, crying, all at the same time, and running circles, even in between her feet, trying to get all the lovin's from her. And it's like, if you don't stand still, we cannot pet you. What part of that don't you understand?
That's what he was doing when I was sitting in the chair.
Absolutely
Between the legs
ballistic.
of the chair legs.
Psycho dog. It's like, okay, you want lovin's, but you got to stand still and let us give lovin's. Okay,
Can't. He's just a ball of energy when that happens.
losing his doggy mind. What? The silver looks really good on him, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Are you happy?
Yeah. I'm
Ooh,
digging
my
it.
nose.
Why, is this one mine?
No, that's for sale.
Son of a...
Now all the ones I'm working on today are going to Meeplethon. And even more, like I said, you can see kind of, oh wait, you can't see it anymore. Oh yeah, you can see in this camera. All of those over there are still in process. Yeah, exactly. Lovin's now. And I will run like a freaking maniac so you can't actually do what I am asking you to do.
Why was this on the ground?
Oh, that's the one I just threw when I picked this guy up. It just
Oh.
goes right there next to him.
Okay. There it is. I needed another paint color.
It's funny because I can see you looking back and forth between the screen and me painting. And I'm trying to figure out, are you watching me paint up there or here?
I'm being incredibly critical of everything you're doing. Does that help?
Yes.
No, I'm just monitoring. I don't know.
It was just funny. Because I just out of the corner of the eye right here, I can see you. Ooh, does the filter keep up when I do that?
It does.
Yes, it does. Nice filter job. I look really cool as a cartoon, man.
You're a goober.
You're a goofy goober, yeah. I'm a goofy goober, yeah.
Alright, careful.
I won't do it anymore. SpongeBob has the rights.
It'd be a terrible thing to get a strike for.
Come on, my singing's not that bad.
I meant the subject matter.
My singing is that bad. Izzy, you gonna have a turkey sandwich for dinner?
I don't like turkey.
Oh, I hate you. Get out. Angie baked a turkey, and now I have turkey. He looks so pretty. He's all shimmer. Shimmer. Yes, my love.
I'm looking for dead flesh.
Look, 2 cartoon characters.
Oh, Izzy, come in. Come in this. Go that way.
You gotta look more at the camera.
Look at the camera.
So it gets an idea.
Oh, that's freaking cool.
Oh!
Ooh.
Who did that?
Regina. Got all 3 of us.
Nice one, Regina. That was a good one. But
I
holy
dislike you.
shit, you just broke my eardrum.
No yelling around my mic.
I'm sorry.
That was great timing.
Color.
Oh, that was awesome.
There it is.
It's funny that we still have the rubber ducky of doom, because the rubber ducky of doom is what did this to my fingers.
Well, that's because you're not in charge of the audio.
No, it's just... Well, it's like I was telling the kids, rubber duckies are, banned from my house from now on. I have nothing to do with rubber duckies anymore. And then Isabella had to go and take her car to the shop. And I went to pick her up. And, literally, she's standing right next to a vehicle that the entire dashboard was lined with rubber ducks. I'm like... Why are you standing next to this thing? I'm gonna kill you. Walk away. You could have stood anywhere, but you stood next to the truck that triggered me.
In the way.
I think when we get a vacuum chamber, I'm gonna submerge. I'm just make a cylinder of resin with a rubber ducky in the middle of it for you.
And I'm gonna stick a knife in there with it.
I still want the rubber ducky Adams family.
I finished mine.
I know. No, I was saying I want coffee. I don't know why I do it, but I tend to tilt my head back like I've got bifocals and I'm looking at details through the bifocals. I don't have bifocals. They all look the same. Doesn't matter where I tilt my damn head. I keep doing it like it's gonna change. Kind of silly. I love how sharky the fins look. And yes, that's the technical name for it. Watch Shark Week. They call him Sharky. Hi, Sunbarian. Thank you for the turkey. I've been talking about it all show. Cannot wait for my turkey sandwich. It's all I'm going to eat for the next year. You're going to have to make more turkey, but, you know, that's fine. Turkey. I have eggnog in my coffee, provided by Sunbaran. I have turkey in my belly from my sandwich earlier, provided by Sunbaran. And I had a snack of Rice Krispie treats, provided by Sunbaran. And no,
Wait.
Isabella, you cannot have any.
Where's my Rice Krispie Sunbaran?
Your Rice Krispies are right next to your turkey dinner, so when you finish one, you can have the other.
So that was my fault. Sunbaran says, seriously, I had this open at 3:30 and you were not on. That's right. Because Sunday is our test stream, and we're trying to get a better spot to stream in, and I had not gotten all of our equipment moved over quickly enough. And
Yeah.
then when I did get it moved over, we had some technical issues, and yeah. But, you know, Sundays is how we figure out how we're going to try new things, so.
Yep.
I like the music.
Yeah.
Sunbaron says, seriously, I need to open a store. And Regina says, you'd have customers.
Yup.
Sunbaron says, all right, well, this is testing day. That makes sense. You'll see that the tie cam has been taken over by something I've been wanting to try for some time now. We actually got this camera for something that eventually Sunbaron will be here for, which is side-by-side painting.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a wider angle camera that is catching that lower shot on the side there.
And I'm a cartoon character! Like, next to when I was a fishy, this is my favorite filter that he has put on me yet. I look awesome. Ow, spiky bitch.
Oh, and Sunbaron says, I'm totally ready. I wish I could say the same. No, actually, I think we're really close. We'll
Yeah.
need to set up some temporary... like put one of the white tables out over here where you were painting before, I think, and use that as our shot. Light that up real nice.
Yeah, my hope is that in November we're going to start some of the group paints. I know that we're going to have Michael on the show, Michael Mordor, who's my mentor. We're going to have him on the show. We're going to have Sunbaran, and we're going to have Cora as well. Me and them sitting and painting together too. That is done. I need eyeballs. We need bright eyeball. Ooh, bright. I really like having this camera right here. I wish it was on the other side because I'm right-handed. But it's fun. So we need to do teethers, and we need to do eyeballs, and then we need to glue him onto his base, and he will be done. And that's 2 completely done, and 1 really good start on, and 1 that just needs a couple little details, but I haven't decided what on him yet. So
Sunbaron says, I saw that and you look awesome. Talking about the host cam.
yeah,
And Sawdust Dragon says, oh wow, that sounds awesome.
yeah. We have a lot of plans for. Man, his eyes are hard to find because they are right here. Oh my God! Stop stabbing me with freaking toes. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking for a second.
And Sunburn says, liking the look of this on this guy. Holy cow.
Thank you.
You're doing eyeballs? Was that loud and disrupted?
No.
No, we gotta play sound.
Touch it and die, son of a bitch. Excuse the language. Sorry. I love you guys.
I really do have to collect some points here. What?
It's like all icky looking over there.
Yeah, so I use Opera for this
Oh.
to keep it separate from other users, and Opera does not appear to have a very good codec, I guess, for
Gotcha.
videos, for streaming anyway.
This is all jammed up, and I'm trying to unjam it, and I don't know how. There's like a thing in there.
Just don't unjam it.
Who did that?
Your father.
Why?
Because
It's
he's
like
a jerk.
music to me.
Go tickle him.
No.
I got pain on my hands. I would die.
Yes.
Teeth.
I'm going over here.
Hey, dude, don't shake the table like that. Don't push off.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you were painting.
I saw chat go.
Sunbaron was laughing at you.
Fair enough.
And then it was just saying that someone played an alert at a really bad time, I guess, because you jumped.
Check him around.
Sunbaron says it's his revenge for all the chicken sounds. Yes. And you're not allowed to do that on stream. You'll blow out my mics or something.
Sunbaran said it wasn't that bad.
Well, I have a headache. For the next 6 years until you forget about that stupid sound.
I'm going to take this rusty red looking color and mix some white into it. Maybe a little yellow. Did you get your case in finally?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Did you tell me you were getting that?
Yeah, I got
Oh,
the
that's
same
so
day.
cool. We were just watching that
Cora
today.
just started watching Demon Slayer.
She's my favorite.
That's funny because I don't know if I mentioned that to you or not. So we went to Cosplay Con earlier this year in Jefferson City, Missouri, and I saw somebody walking in like that with the red tips at the bottom of the hair and the bamboo piece in the mouth, and I was like, that's interesting. I wonder what that is. And then after that is when I started watching Demon Slayer, and I immediately remembered that person's cosplay and realized, oh, that's who they were.
I suggest looking at this past Fridays, but he's like, it's not going to be in this past Fridays. So.
I didn't read the whole thing, so we'll talk about it later.
Painting fingernails now on a monster. It's kind of fun.
You should make them blue.
No, they're making them kind of like flesh.
It's so fun, though.
Well, I want them to stand out from the rest of him, and this is a good contrast to his skin.
Yeah, blue's a good contrast.
I think everything should be blue.
And blue is not a contrast to green.
That's fair. Just don't do red.
Well, no, that's why I mixed a red into the white to make a reddish skin tone.
Sunbaron asks, is that one that was pre-treated in the stainless?
No, I have not gotten to that one yet. It is still sitting over on the side. Actually, speaking of, Izzy, there was a dragon that was sitting on that play mat. You need to get that away from you, because that's a paid paint job I need to do, and I need you to not get anything on it.
Where do I put him in? Because I moved one of his wings so I wouldn't mess with it.
Yeah, you need to put it on the shelf or something. You need to get it completely off.
Okay.
No, I actually haven't gotten to that one yet. I need to get him assembled and everything. but I realized that when I was painting him, I was missing, or not missing, but a leg was not right. So I'm reprinting that leg. So I don't want to assemble him without that leg because it is one of his back legs that he stands on. Okay. So then he goes just like that. Ooh. This one was one that was pre-treated in stainless steel. I say pre-treated, but what I mean is it was
Spray painted.
spray painted, yeah. Show. He can live. Right there's.
There you go.
Alright. Super Lou time. The lid off and then do it. So, obviously all of these need to be sprayed to be protected and such, but I can spray them after they are glued. That is not an issue. So, that is number 1 done. And now, number 2 done.
Oh, Godzilla's not done yet?
Oh no, Godzilla's not done. I put that ink on. That's the only thing we did on Godzilla.
I see.
No, he's not even remotely close to done. His base alone is going to take hours to do. There's so many little details in there.
Gina asks, what kind of creature is the one treated with stainless?
So it is from the... Excuse me. Bless you.
Sorry.
I'm coughing. He's sneezing. Can you tell we had our heater on for the first time last night?
That is definitely what's getting me.
So what this is from Mini Monster Mayhem. And it is a... what he called it was a serpent. But it's from the collection of Souls of Steel, or Souls Within Steel, sorry. So it's a whole bunch of different models that are
Like
metallic creatures. So like he did a beholder that I pre-treated in gold and purple. And I just need to dry brush him and then make his eyes red. And then here's another of the beholder, same line, but one has more eye stalks than the other. So this one is treated in blue and black. So you can see a lot of the blue from this angle and then a lot of black from this angle. So that's all from the Souls Within Steel. I think that's the only 2 that I have out here from that collection. And then, or 3, I'm sorry. And then this is his now I'm hiccuping. Wrathful Corinne, I think is what it's called. And this are from the same collection, which is an underwater thing. No, that is wrong. I'm sorry. This is from the Light Corrupted. Mm-hmm. And this is from the underwater.
Yeah, that's from the same one. The Light Corrupted is the same as the Angel pieces. And
Yes.
Eclipsed.
Yeah, you're right. The Celestial...
Solar Eclipsed Celestial.
Yes. And then Godzilla and the Tarrasque and the Hellhound. Get him on his face. So wait, how does he go? Is he standing on this one? Yes, that's it.
Sawdust Dragon said nice. I believe he's talking about the ones you were showing that were complete. Sunburn says they both have a great shine effect to them. That looks like a serpenty unicorn.
Yeah, kind of. And then these three. Oops, sorry. That's what you were exactly what you were worried about me doing this whole time, and I only did it one time.
Uh-huh.
These three are all Lord of the Print. And I literally printed all three of them with the idea that I would print them in one solid piece. That poor Beagle. He's fine. It's our neighbor's dog. He cannot stand seeing someone walk by that he cannot love and kiss and get pets from. So anytime anybody walks by, he is literally shaking with his tail going. If that tail goes any faster, he's literally going to take off like a helicopter. He is the freaking cutest thing. But these all three are Lord of the Print. But I printed them at a size where they were fully, base and piece, but they were printed fully full size that my current printer can handle. So those are all Lord of the Print. The other ones that I was showing earlier were Mini Monster Mayhem. These two are Reaper, the two demons, because God knows I have a shit ton of demons, but also Reaper. And then this is from Speum. This is this is Dagon, and it's part of his Cthulhu collection, which I love this guy so much. He's so freaking cute. And I actually don't have any of Dragon Trapper's Lodge. I don't have any of them out right now up here. But that's pretty much what I've got printed and primed, basically. Everything has been primed. I've got 2 finished pieces. Glue your foot down, stupid head. But, I mean, these have got really good... I love this Tarrasque. The witch is actually... I believe the witch is... Yes! So, there we go. The witch that we're giving away is from... the one we're giving away on Tuesday... That is from Dragon Trapper's Lodge.
Do you want me to show that?
Yes, if you don't mind showing that. That'll give them an idea of the different... So all of the styles that we have are close to each other. You know what I mean? They're not exact matches by any means, but they're definitely close resemblances to each other.
And if you like these witches, and if you haven't heard earlier in the stream, every Tuesday this Halloween month, you can be a follower in chat near the end of our stream on Tuesday, 6:30 Central U.S. time, and you'll have a chance of winning. You get to choose which one of these you want, which one of these three you want.
So... I am going to dry brush Puppy. So the really fun thing about this is dry brushing him over all of these different colors that I used the spray paint for. All of those glowing colors will stay in the creases, and then you'll get... So it's like a glow. Right, Sawdust? A chess theme witch set would be amazing. And I bet you they have it out there somewhere. I guarantee they've got the 3D... Somebody has done that model. I know that there's a Harry Potter set. There is a Cthulhu set. There's Star Wars, Star Trek. They've got them all. So I bet you there's a witch one out there somewhere. This guy looks so cool. I love this model. I actually kind of go back and forth. It really depends on the model. I'm sorry, let me start that over. I'm going to be a good girl.
Thank you.
Red has just asked if I mainly use dry brushing for highlights. And my answer is it really depends on what effect I'm going for. Yes, I tend to dry brush quite a bit, but I also, what I'm doing right now is not really dry brushing because I'm not beating the devil out of it. I am putting it on very lightly, but I've still have quite a bit of paint on my brush, but I am staying to the high points. I tend to kind of, depending on what I'm doing, I will go back and forth between ink wash and, oh, I have quite a few supports left in there. I need my clippers to get this one out. They might be in the top drawer of the white case. I'll go back and forth between doing an ink wash and then dry brushing and then ink wash and dry brushing, because then it's just about doing layers. And dry brushing is a really, really easy way to do nice thin layers. Yeah, it really does very quickly do the work for you, and it gives it so much depth. And then, like I said, of doing more and more layers, I'll have some parts that are darker, but I am really just barely kissing the model with the brush.
Mama, are your clippers the one with the light blue handles?
Yep. They might have dark blue handles too. Honestly, tweezers would probably grab it out of there too. So whatever you guys can find, I will make it work.
Where's your metal art case? Never mind.
It won't be in there. I've cleaned all that out.
Okay. I have a pair of tweezers here. I brought those two. Those might not
Yeah.
work.
That's all I need. I just can't get my fingers in there.
Okay.
There we go. I got it. Yeah, it's just, like I said, that's why I kind of sprayed it the way I did, was that I could leave all of the highlights, the really bright spots, down underneath his scales to make him look like he's glowing from within. I really am like stuck on this filter of my face. It looks freaking awesome.
Did you already talk about the multi-tiered Star Trek? So Sunbaron says, I always wanted the multi-tiered Star Trek one. Yes, we've actually seen that at cons. They have a whole rule set years ago somebody came up with for that. An actual game you can play.
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was, but... And the only thing is, every time I've seen it, it's fairly expensive game set.
It makes sense. It's one of those name brand stuff.
Yeah, so I had said that my next big project was going to be Godzilla. But for him to be a big project, he would have to definitely be bigger than this one. But he's not actually going to be my next big project because I had promised Ty the Eternal Ruler. So that will be my next big project.
That thing is so cool.
Do you want to pull a picture of him and put him up, babe?
I will work on that. Should I go to our folders? Or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That'd be the easiest way. So I'm also dry brushing him with a red It's not technically red, I guess. It's... Where the hell did I put that bottle? No. Ebony Flesh is what it's called. So I will still come back over. My next layer of dry brushing will be with a black.
It's Mini Monster Mayhem, right?
Yes.
What's the release?
It is Twisted Castle.
I didn't know that.
So then it'll have some parts that'll be still this red kind of brown, and then it'll have parts that are yellow and red, and he'll just have all kind of colors happening, you know? That's a
Show the
ton
whole
of...
Twisted Castle thing.
You can if you want to, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to paint the jesters from this group too. They're freaking phenomenal. Oh, son of a biscuit eater, that got me, and it was an alert for email.
Sorry.
And see, and I can come back and bring more highlights back in with a liner brush. That's the detail work, you know? But I am loving the way he's looking. I love this like little piece right here. It reminds me of a turtle shell. Trying to get the horns all brown.
Okay, I'm ready. You
Okay.
ready?
Yep.
All right. There we go.
So that is the Twisted Castle release from Mini Monster Mayhem. And the Eternal Ruler is the big giant guy right in the center. Down at the bottom. Excuse me. So I've got him almost fully printed. I think I've got 2 more prints to go before he's fully done. But I had to put it on pause for orders to be printed. I know, that's like the biggest thing I notice with where we are at as far as our printing farm, is that's the main thing that I have trouble with. Is this is what we want printed for ourselves, but I can't get those printed because we're printing for customers, which always takes precedence. Excuse me. But yeah, that's kind of where that's at.
So the Eternal Ruler is the guy down at the bottom in the middle. That's what you were talking about. You're going to do for your next big one?
For the big one, yeah.
Awesome.
So, as my son would say, he is creepy as...
Adult son.
Adult son.
Yes, we don't have little ones anymore.
No. Well, you guys know, Cora's our little one, so... Okay. Isn't that cool, though, how the red and the yellow pop out from underneath the scales? I'm going to dry brush some of the rock on here, too, with this color.
Samir says, it's almost time for another printer. That's a topic of discussion here. We're watching it closely to see when we hit that point where we can't keep up anymore, and we'll snag another one.
Yeah. We're not there yet. And then, like I said, we did back on Kickstarter for the Jupiter. So we will have that guy coming, but he won't be here until September.
He's so big.
He is so big. It's ridiculous. Like the good kind of like ridiculous. So to give you an example, do you want to switch to this? Here. So currently what I do is I unscrew the top and then I take my plate off, right? When I get the Jupiter, I'm going to unscrew the plate and take it off. Like two-handed remove the build plate.
Also,
Freaking huge.
all of even our big ones that we have right now have a lid that goes over the top.
Yes.
And the Jupiter has cabinet doors that open up.
Actually, I think this one only has one door.
Well,
but
it's still big cabinet door.
It's a freaking door rather than a lid that comes up off. It's amazing, and I cannot wait. Figured out the size of it. Yeah, you can go back. I figured out the size of the build plate, and I loaded one that was comparable into the software. And if you guys have been on the Discord, you've seen me post pictures of my Tetris that I play with the build plates. And so like I was playing around with the size of the build plate that I'm going to have, and it was one of those things where it was like insanely ridiculous. In all of 5 seconds, I realized that the plate is pretty much double the space I have now. It's actually a little bit bigger than double the space that I have. And then I broke my own heart because I had forgotten I had loaded that and was playing with it. And then I was getting some prints ready. And I'm putting this on and this on and this on. And all of a sudden I'm like, holy shit, I can print a lot right now. And then I'm like, oh, no, I don't think I can. And I looked over, I'm like, damn it. Nope, that's not what's going to happen right now. I'm like, son of a... So yeah, it was kind of heartbreaking at one side of it, but the other side of it, I'm like, I'm going to have it really soon anyway, so it's fine. It's going to be here in April. It'll be perfect time for my own birthday present, right? I will happily spend my birthday putting that thing together and getting something ready to print. It will be amazing. It's kind of funny because if you look, you can see like right here and right here are where the paw prints are. I'm just kind of giving it texture. I mean, it has texture, but I want to accentuate that texture by not really doing brush strokes. Yes, my love.
I'm looking for shadowed stone real quick.
I don't think I have it out. I think I put it back away because there's not much of it.
Thank you.
So I didn't want to use it because it wasn't going to last me as long as I needed it to.
I just need like one drop.
Oh, I mean, that's fine. I don't mind. Like I was saying earlier, I was like, I have so many paints out here, but that's hard to find. So that just tells me I need to use up some more paints and not repurchase till I get some breathing room. Yeah, Sunbrand, he is super creepy and he's going to be amazing and so much fun. And also, before I completely paint it, it will be agreed upon that we will not have to fight him, son. It's okay.
That is partly correct.
No. That is entirely correct. I'm not fighting that thing.
No. You. It's fine. Me
No.
and son. No.
I'm not fighting that thing either. I will turn it into a pet
I
instead.
mean, I'm sure it's just decoration in a big room or something.
I'm not fighting it.
Son, me and you are safe. Aaron, Izzy, Cora, sorry. No promises.
And I would just like to remind everyone that sits at my table that Dawn can't make promises for me.
I absolutely can. Just because they're not upheld doesn't mean I can't make them.
Yeah, I guess that's the important part. You never know what's coming out on the table anyway. I had
No.
you paint that Mercurial spider, and it didn't come out for a year. You probably forgot you'd painted it for me.
No, I knew I had painted it for you, and I always thought about it.
Hey.
I caught it. I literally threw it into myself. That was funny. Okay.
I'm so proud of the God.
All right. Spoolie time again.
Are you wanting that camera moved again?
No.
Okay.
I'm just gonna spoolie it over here. I like the spots on rocks. It really makes them look realistic. The toothbrush, I think, works slightly better just because I'm physically used to where it is and everything else like that. And it seems to hold the paint a little bit better. But I think with just a little bit of practice, I'll be good with the spoolie. Which, for those of you who don't know, it's mascara stuff.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
Looking at the camera.
Oh, yeah.
It's literally between us.
Let's be fair though, I wouldn't have put it past you if you didn't know.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of things were said recently, and I was trying to sound clever and said I was going to take a spoolie and do my eyeliner with it or something.
Yes. Yes, he did say that. And then I showed him what a spoolie was. I'm like, have fun with that.
I still think I could do it.
It would probably look as good, yeah.
Walking around with that thing sticking out of my eye is probably what's going to happen.
That would be an amazing costume. Like, literally just cut it, like, right here, and then stick it coming out of your eye. And then it's, you know, when you talk back to the makeup artist.
I was wondering if we shouldn't have Dr. Peter J. Hackett hand out candy this year if we have trick-or-treaters.
I'm thinking we could convince him to do it.
I do need to borrow Surfer on Halloween though.
You're not putting that dog in a costume. He hates it.
No.
Okay, you're gonna make him the wings though, right? Because he could just do that.
What are you doing with him?
I was gonna go take him trick or treating with Cheyenne and her siblings.
Oh,
because
he'll be freaking miserable.
No, he won't enjoy that, sweetheart.
He'll hate
We'll
that.
Oh, that looks so good.
If anything.
Look how good that looks.
But like, I think he would have fun going on the walk at least.
He would hate getting there. That's a long
No,
drive
no,
for
no, no.
him.
Not to
Talking
not
about
Cheyenne.
around here.
Oh.
But all the people walking around and stuff.
No, Izzy, he's gonna be too upset about that, and there's gonna be too many little ones, sweetheart.
Alright.
He just doesn't do well in
Yeah,
crowds.
it's our fault. We didn't take him out around people enough.
Yeah, but we're rectifying slowly. We are working on it. Okay, let's bring him back, and now I need black. Oh, black. Damn, I'm almost out of black. You were wondering how what was working, Sunbrand? Halloween? Like trick-or-treating and such?
I'm sad because we won't have trick-or-treaters in my neighborhood. There's no soliciting thing there.
Didn't realize trick-or-treating was considered soliciting. Sense, I guess.
Alright.
Oh. That's spooly. Yeah, it worked really well on something else I used. On the blue demon, it worked really well on his spotting, his speckling. But I don't think this paint on that one worked terribly well. But using it as a dry brush kind of gave me a really cool effect. So So now, with the black, I'm being more selective. I'm not dry brushing everywhere. And that gives it even more depth. Like I'm coming up the back of the horns, but not the front. But I'm coming around the sides a little bit to kind of try to blend. I mean, it's not like wet blending or anything, but by giving it a kind of a kiss around, it'll naturally blend itself. Shoot. Forgot about my hand being in the way again. It's like a feather. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like a feathering effect is what I mean. Sunburn thinks each of the heads of the Hellhound needs squeaky toys.
Sawdust.
Sawdust. What did I say?
Sunbury.
Oh, sorry. Sawdust. Yes. That would be freaking hilarious as hell. No. Mm-mm. Nope. As Michael Scott would say, no, God, no.
Sunban, you should get a rubber duck.
Oh crap.
I didn't know they were gonna.
You
That was-
literally did it when Izzy was saying you should do it.
No. I was saying give up rubber duckies on Halloween. It just happened to be timed nicely.
Kind of wish I had some sort of toy that I could put in their mouth. Perhaps like a skeleton bone. Hopefully, let's see. So you can kind of see where the black versus the brown is. Yes, Sunbrand. It is definitely all about timing. Yeah, Sunburn, I do believe I still have some Reaper skulls. I think they're in my cart over there. But yeah, I think that probably would look really good. Unfortunately, I do not believe Cora is watching the stream. Otherwise, I would ask them to come get them.
No, I think they're trying to give Sir a break from the...
Yeah, I'm worried that Sir is not liking the stream, but Sunbaran did give us a good idea. We are going to start... I'm going to pick up some treats for him that are really tiny treats so we can treat quite a bit for the next stream, and every time there's a sound effect, he's going to get one to kind of give him a good experience with them.
Watch that no one uses the sound effects next stream.
Oh, I guarantee you if we tell him that, you know, when you play a sound effect, the dog gets a treat, there's going to be twice as many sound effects.
Twice as many jump scares.
Yeah. skeleton head for a rubber ball. That would be fun.
Yep.
I am almost positive I still have some over there. I just have to go look, and I'm not going to jump up and grab that real quick. And unfortunately, I don't exactly know. I think they're in the, like, third... Isabella, look in the second shelf down. Drawer,
Of
yes.
the white thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
And what am I looking for?
Until they're all sold out? What do you mean?
The Reaper skulls. Skulls? You're looking for skulls, right?
Skulls, yes. You can just bring them all over here.
I don't see any skulls though.
They're on a sheet, and you break them apart. Oh, they're talking about the noise effects. Eventually, thank you for the bit, son boy Ann.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that sold out thing.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, thank you for the bit, Sun Baron. Thank you for some more bits.
Thank you for more bits. But that's the noise that I'm thinking that he doesn't like, is that particular noise.
I think he knows when he hears that the roars and the howls and all that are coming soon.
Yeah. Yeah, these.
Okay.
No, I think those are too small. So here's my Reaper skulls. I have quite a few different shapes. Let's see. That one's a little big. Oh, that one's like broken. That one right there is going to be perfect.
Remind me of the Predator.
Yeah, some of them do.
Those are puppy dog heads too. Did you see that?
Oh, those are so cute. No, I hadn't noticed they're puppy dog heads. That's freaking cute. Basically, I just took around his base where his paws are going to touch. And I just kind of put some black, like, scorch, so it looks like he, it's kind of burning the ground where he stands. Why are you doing that?
I'm looking at them.
They're much easier. They're much easier to paint when they're on here, because...
Yeah, I was just looking.
Yeah, when I first got this, I made the mistake of taking them off and trying to paint them. And I'm like, nope. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. And I purposely didn't clean my brush because I kind of want it to have some burnt edges. So I'm just kind of... not quite white enough on the higher bits. That's the only thing I don't like about that particular one I have, is it's a very thick paint. So it makes it difficult to dry brush with. Okay. Kind of scorch out the inside a little. That looks good. Okay, so that one fits in his mouth. His mouth is closed, so he's not getting anything. Oh, maybe I can snap a horn off.
Regina says, neat, I'm off today, but I'll be back on Tuesday to learn more about painting.
Awesome, sounds good. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
And everybody make sure you go look at the Discord, because Regina put some amazing paints in there that are just barely started. Work in progress.
They're awesome.
They look awesome. And I
I
am
love the unicorn and the other thing. The fairy.
The unicorn and the fairy.
I didn't see the unicorn.
Let me go
Top
back to
one. Top photo. had the unicorn, and then the last one she said had the fairy.
Yeah, I saw the fairy. I do not see a unicorn, sweetheart.
I don't know.
We're looking at the
Looking
top
at it.
photo.
Yeah, there's not one above that.
Oh, it's got antlers.
Yeah, not a unicorn.
That's I didn't see the antlers at first. I thought it was the mane being all fiery and flowy and such.
No, that's antlers.
Yeah, that in the fairy.
This?
No,
Okay.
in the last photo. This one.
Give me a sec. That's pretty.
Okay. So I got a jaw bone on this one, and then this one on here. So I'll shove that into one of each of their mouths whenever they're dry. But I gotta wait for that to dry. Now I want yellow.
Sunburn said will do. I don't know what you were talking about. Oh, Regina, I haven't started the unicorn
Oh,
yet.
go look.
Oh, that was, a misunderstanding. Sunburn, I love fairies. Regina just primed. Talking about a unicorn.
Yeah. Regina is doing phenomenal on their painting. And I am super, super excited and happy and can't wait to see the rest. But we will talk to you again on Tuesday, my dear. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for hanging out, because you hung out almost this whole stream.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just literally sitting here painting and painting and painting. And I probably will just keep going and going and going and going.
For the next 27 minutes and no more.
Oh, yes, because we also have Walking Dead.
Dead.
So
Actually,
I will...
it's Fear the Walking Dead.
Yes, but I will be off. I'm going to actually put him on this because I have now so much paint on my fingers and hands. I don't want him to get that paint on him. You too. Thanks, Regina. So now I am just going around and I've got a detail. Oh, you know what? I got new brushes, or new, they're not really a brush. It's a disposable makeup brush that is made for doing eyeliner. I'm going to try that because I got it to do details like this. And see how it works. It's really, really cheap. It was like a pack of like 50 for $5, I think. Unfortunately, we have figured out that the hand palette doesn't really work. It was awesome for all of 5 minutes, and then it was hurting me. But actually, now that Isabella's here, I should make her try it because her hand is smaller than mine.
What do you want me to try?
I don't know where it is
I
now.
like that so much.
Oh,
So this,
instead of painting on yourself.
you can put it on your hand this direction or this direction. I was wearing it like this because that's where I tend to go with my paint.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see it did not take long to start pinching me. I'm going to go back to my brush because for this, it's a little thicker than what I want. Okay, so I have 30 minutes left, right?
You have 24 minutes left.
24 minutes left.
You can have 30 if you want. I'm just being a butthead.
I'm literally like, okay, what can I get done? I can get this piece done. So we didn't go through nearly as many as I have set over here, but I also knew I was never going to get to all of those.
It's glitter talk.
You're a quitter.
Talk.
What?
We don't know.
You're a quitter talk.
So But I also think I can finish this guy because I'm literally just coming back in and making his certain spots a little more glowy. But I think after I highlight a few areas, he'll be done, and that means that we have finished 3 previous started paints in one show, and I'm kind of excited about that. Yes, it was really loud. It's starting to get a little chilly in here, so Ty's going around and shutting windows.
Y'all just weak. Y'all just weak. The cold's awesome.
For some reason, Isabella is under the impression that we want her back talk today. Oh, son of a biscuit eater.
Did you speckle on it or something?
Yes, I had this in my hand and I just came across the backside of this. So I'm going to get a clean, dry brush and I'm going to beat it out of there really quickly.
You should do it. Everybody can see you beating it out of there.
There. By beating it out of there, I mean spreading it super thin so no one can actually see it. And we're going to move it further away.
Why did you do that?
Tycam!
Nope.
Anyway, yeah, I just, because I had the brush in the other half of my hand and not really paying attention to it. Yeah, I've got about, I think about an hour left before.
Thank you for the cheers, Sunbaron.
Danko, danko. I think I have about an hour left on my print. Oh. I have one other.
Aaron did that.
Thank you, Aaron. One other mask order to sew. An embroidery order to run through the embroidery machine. And then it's going to be all about bed. Oh, you know what? Thank you, Sunburn. I like the little hearts.
So that Aaron was just looking at him. I don't think he meant to give us the puppy dog before.
Let's see here. So right now, get it to focus. There we go. This area is like his chest and this kind of thing. So I want a kind of a glow coming up. Because it needs the sound effects too.
He did. Okay. Try to get my hand out of the way there. I liked the other ambient music better than this. Did it switch on yours?
When it went to that ad, it then went over to a guitar thing, and it's been on guitar, which was really lovely. Mm-hmm. But the other ambient sound I could have listened to a lot longer than this same kind of repetitive sort of thing. No, I don't need you to touch it, Izzy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, awesome. I thought you were coming over to touch things.
No, I was...
Coming over to have me fix things?
No.
Coming over to talk to me? What? Yes. Oh, you're gonna want the.
There's more over there.
Oh, I should use this one right
Okay.
here.
Okay. So
Okay, so Isabella, why don't you bring your model over here, and I will do it on screen.
The dragon's there next to you, but yeah.
So this is a technical, and this is a really great thing because I haven't shown anything like this before. So this is the base that Isabella's been painting for her Quetzalcoatl.
Quetzalcoatl. The A is not silent.
And it looks awesome. And then this is it's gory and nasty and kind of cool. Well, it's beyond kind of. So this is a technical, and it's called Blood of the Blood Gods. And the difference between a technical paint and a layer paint is this is just meant to put on like you paint anything. A technical has a very specific job that it does for you. This particular one is made to look like blood. So, Angie, look away. You won't like this. I need you to open that. I can't open those. It hurts my fingers too much. And the Quetzalcoatl goes like that. So, he still has a bunch of color to be added to him, but Izzy has been working on him periodically for a while. Basically, she pops over, paints, and then leaves again. Without even kissing her poor mom. Okay, so
that's
where...
a lie.
No,
You get
I
a hug.
Where do you want it?
And
You want
all
it to
the-
kind of fill the gaps.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like 2 sets of gaps.
So basically, it's. Oh, actually, you did see this being used. If you watched Cora's Mimic Coffin, she used it as the dripping blood. So it does work really well for blood. You can see that it's thick and goopy. See how it kind of drips really, really slowly? And it'll even, if you give it long enough in that position, it'll dry in that drip look. So even taking something like that and putting it right there and just letting gravity kind of do its thing.
To scale, it's like a bucket of blood, right?
Yeah, to scale, it's like a bucket of blood.
There's a lot of bodies, so it needs to be a bucket of blood.
So let me get closer and do it again. So basically, actually, hold on.
Dangerous game you're doing.
I know, right? Give it a little bit more light right there. So I've got a drip happening.
Move
And
your
I'm-
hand. Yeah.
And you see how it bubbles.
Yeah.
So doing that, and you can even help it along if you want it to come down some more. But Isabella is wanting it to actually fill in those gaps and kind of fill that like blood would if it was pouring down. So basically what I'm going to do is kind of bring, and then what you can do is I'm just barely dotting it as well, because you can see how much shinier it is than the other blood, and this will stay shiny like that.
I can even put it inside the bodies that are all opened to help make those.
Yes, pools of blood. Angie, I'm not done yet, so.
Also asked Samaritan asked how your fingers are doing.
They hurt like hell, but thank you for asking. They definitely are improved. So basically, you see how to do this now, right? Is it let it pool, let it go where you want it, and then you can also do specks of blood and things like that. So that is how you work the technical of Blood of the Blood Gods, and that is by Citadel. They are the ones who do. They are the ones who do that paint.
And I'd just like to say it's a fitting name for what I'm using it for.
Yeah. But no, they're completely covered in paint at the moment. They are They were better this morning, and I think that's kind of the key factor is every morning when I wake up, they feel a lot better. And I put the medicine on and they feel fine. And then what ends up happening is I use them throughout the day and then they get extremely dry from me using them, even with me lotioning them all day long. But it's not really something that I can avoid doing. I mean, I have to use my hands. There's literally no part of my job that I can do without my hands. This actually hurts too much, Ty, for me to do. Take this skull, and you're literally just going to keep twisting it around until it pops off.
Okay.
Because I think I'm just about ready for that.
No, it hurts me too.
Yeah, it's painful. He's spiky. You can just drop it right here. And then I need that jaw right there. Okay. Thank you, sir. Ow!
You've just been attacked by a Tarask.
I have been attacked by a Tarask. Ah, shit, we're dead. Although, I have seen a video of somebody defeating a Tarask. Okay. Let's give you guys a little glow on your chin under here. I'm going to use the pointier brush over there because I don't want to ruin the tip on that brush. And this brush is okay to ruin. But I'm literally going to go in his mouth as far back as I can reach so that it looks like it's glowing out from the inside of his mouth. And I got it all over his tongue, but that's okay. I can fix that. I hadn't actually painted their tongues yet anyway. It bit me.
Did an ad come on again or something? The music stopped.
Oh yeah, it did, didn't it? I didn't even notice.
I don't know when it stopped, but it stopped.
I think it stopped while I was over there.
Yeah, it was going to the next one. It was going to start in 3 seconds. I hope that's just the ad still.
Vibrating?
No.
Oh,
That, because I don't like that at all.
it's more than 3 seconds.
Okay, so I don't like this exactly for the detail of putting it on thick. But when I'm rubbing it on in a thin layer, it actually works really well. Let's see if I can get this up here, because I wasn't paying any attention to where I was on the camera. So I'm definitely ruining the tip. But as like a really thin dry brush, it kind of works. Yeah, that works really well. Okay, so for details, not so much. This is probably not the really great idea, but for like really, really fine blending, dry brushing, smearing sort of thing, it's really doing nice. because I can abuse the tip, which doesn't sound really nice, but it's disposable. So that saves me from trying to dry brush and get high detail with my good brushes. But I can kind of scrub in, and it lets me, for lack of a better word, smear it so that it kind of fades away and it feathers away as a which is what I want to happen. I don't want a strict line because that just doesn't look natural. Paper towels work better than these napkins, but I was using these napkins because they were cheap and I need to finish them up. But they tear up fairly easily. See how I can just kind of feather it out, still get that highlight in there that I can't do with my brush without tearing the ever-living crap out of it. Which is no bueno. 6 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a big deal if you go a couple minutes over.
No, I mean...
But eat and stuff, too.
I know. For me, really, it's one of those things where I just kind of get puzzle suction, you know, and it's like, oh, I could do this. Oh, and I could do this. So if somebody didn't give me a timeline, I would just keep painting the same mini and just keep going and going and going. I mean, even now, like some of the minis that I have finished that are in the display case, we've already played with them and everything. I look at them going, oh, I could add this to it, and I could add this to it. But I think let's go ahead and try those skulls in the mouth. See, I think.
Oh boy. Oh, you're getting it in there, though.
Oh yeah, that looks like he's chunking it. Oops, sorry, I had that too high.
Zoomed in. Sorry.
So it looks like he's chomping down on that. Pull it up just a little. There we go. Yeah, now you can see it better. There it is.
That's great.
And then the other mouth is slightly more closed. So kind of what I was thinking was just having the jaw like almost hanging out of his mouth. Let's see if I can get it to position. I think I need to flip it around. Face it the other way. Look, you. Stop running away. Tweezers are helpful and also in the same aspect, not helpful. Yeah.
That's pretty great.
All right, now the seriously tricky bit is getting a dab of super glue in there. Oh, it fell over. Get a dab of super glue in there without having to move it. find the part where it's touching.
Zoom in again.
I haven't been able to find my setting spray. I don't understand where it went.
Isn't that what you had earlier?
No, that's my glue.
Oh.
That got packed into a box because it was leaking. It's not in. It wasn't put into your art box.
I understand that, sweetheart, but I haven't found it since. But it's okay because this is not getting packed up or anything like that right away, so it can actually just sit and set on its own. So if you look right there, you can see I kind of got some on the tongue. So I'm just using this disposable thing, kind of brushing it around to where it won't be this big clump of a thing that's going to bug the shit out of me. So I do need to paint the tongues, but I don't know what color to paint them yet. Let's go red. That's the red ink. I need just a proper red. No, I can open this one. Oh, you jerkazoid. Open that one for me. Excuse me. Thank you. And I am going to use this little spoolie that I was using, and I beat the crap out of it. Just because I don't want to, just in case there's a little bit of
No, that's not spoolie, is it?
No, it's not a spoolie.
You're confusing me.
I am confusing you.
Doing that on purpose.
No, I literally didn't even realize I had called it a spoolie until you said that. I'm going to use this brush just in case I have any super glue. It doesn't ruin my actual paintbrush that I need to stick in the water. This paint is very old. Okay.
Do you want me to go in again?
I don't think so. I think everyone can see kind of what I'm doing is just hitting that tongue. Yeah, I think going red makes that work really well because that makes it show up quite well. And I put a little bit of white on the teeth here in a second. I gotta brace my finger or my hand for this one. Yes, my love.
How does that look?
Can't look yet.
When you can.
Yeah, I'd say you're good.
It looks bloodier now.
Yeah, this ambient music is much closer to what I had going on earlier. I don't know. Maybe I kind of like the teeth being dark like that. I'm not gonna waste my time with that one again. That was torn to shit. You know what I'm gonna do? Take this one. I'm gonna take this icky rusty color. I'm gonna rub it on the teeth. Nope, not enough of that left. Hold on. It's the transparent red oxide is what it is. It just dried out. I'm gonna put that on the teeth. Because I don't think he should have. I really don't want white teeth, because if I make white teeth, you're gonna lose all sense of that skull. It'll blend in with the...
Make them bloody teeth?
No, they're not bloody. They're just rusty looking. They're red because, I mean, he's like all about the fire and lava, right? But if I made his teeth white, you would lose... Just broke a support out of his mouth.
I was wondering what that sound was.
That's all that was. Is I saw it in there and I was like, okay. But you'd literally lose the whiteness of the skulls that they have in their mouth. It would just blend in with their teeth, which would defeat the purpose of putting them in there, right? And this just is going to give his teeth slightly different coloring from the rest of him, which is really all we need. I'm just kind of going along his gum lines with a dab of it as well. And my hand's probably completely in the way. Sorry.
Since we're just about to finish, I want to go over this once more. Is that okay?
So, a couple of things to remind everybody about. One, we are at, let's see, how many followers are we at now, sweetheart?
I'm not sure that number's right. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
68.
We are at 68 followers. So at 80 followers, we will vote for the big giveaway at 100 followers. And then also every Tuesday, my main paint show, we will be, of the Halloween month, we will be giving away awesome minis. So Ty is going to put up next on Tuesday, we'll be giving away one of these beautiful witches. So make sure you're there. Make sure you are following us, and that's how we will choose our winners. There are some places that have closed down their borders for shipping. Other than, like, the only one I know of for a fact is New Zealand. But if there is another place that has closed their borders for shipping and you are in one of those places and you've won, basically we have no idea what we'll do. We'll probably just delay until we can ship, because I have no idea when that's going to be. But hopefully we have no issues and the winner will just get their stuff right away. But life is life, right? I am just going along his toenails. Red in here too. Okay, again, I'm doing the thing where I'm not going to stop. I'm just working and working and working because nobody's making me stop. So, all right, guys, that is number 3 done and sorted. So we didn't get through all of them, which, you know, I didn't actually expect to, but number 1. Number 2, who is not properly glued down. Let's see. Oh, shit, Sunbaran. You startled me. Thank you for the bits.
More bits.
Yay, more bitses. Bitsy, bitsy, bitsy. Ooh. It sounded like I was saying bitchy, 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 but it's bitsy, bitsy, bitsy.
And again, big, huge 100 bits.
Thank you, Sunbaran. I appreciate it. Make it rain up in this bitch. And number 3. Done. So number 2 and number 3 need to be glued down properly. But there we go. And then this guy is actually almost complete. I literally need to give the inside of his wings another coat to make this more, let's see if I can get it to see it better. No, actually that looks really good on camera. Off camera, this looks like all veiny and awesome on camera, but in person it's actually very splotchy looking. You can see the brush strokes, so I want to get rid of those. Other than that, I need to make the tips, the bones back to bone, and this back to bone. And other than that, he is good. I love how his sword turned out.
Yeah.
Let me back up. There we go. So he is almost done. So we are almost, and I didn't actually work on him on stream, so today anyway. No, Sunbrand, I got these 3 done is all I got done on this stream. But it's still, yeah.
It's still a lot.
It's still a lot. These are actually very large miniatures. They're biggies. So, you know, I am really happy with these. And like the dog bone, they're carrying around the skulls is kind of here. Let me see if I can get up to focus down here instead.
Do you want me to bring up the focus?
No, it's okay. I got it. I keep going the wrong way. But the toys is kind of amazing. Oh, which one are you focusing?
The main action camera.
Okay.
I'm
Roar, roar, roar.
You can give me a moment.
Let's see, go this way so you can see skull number 1 and skull number 2. It's kind of awesome. Yeah, there you go. And then you can see, like I said, he looks like he's glowing from underneath. And then he's got the black and the brown scales and everything else. So, yeah.
Sunbeams is so awesome.
So I need to glue him down properly because apparently he just decided to not stick for some reason. But he stuck. So I'm going to get out the other super glue. But anyway, so we will be back on Tuesday. Is that correct, Ty? Are you and Jake streaming on Monday?
No, I'm not going to be ready.
Okay, so we will be back on Tuesday with my painting episode. And then Cora, will you be streaming on Wednesday?
I will indeed.
So Cora will be here Wednesday. I will be here Tuesday. And that will be it for streaming this week. I've got to get you pushed down properly.
But with any luck, Jake and I are ready
Yes.
for next Monday, which will be on the Gamers in the Unknown channel.
Yes. Which we will post links to here. Basically, you know how like normally you can scroll down and you can see Michael's. We'll have a thing like that, and we'll auto host Ty's and Jake's show too. So, gonna add a little bit more of this glue because the other glue wasn't holding. I'm just gonna make sure that it's gonna hold. And I have got to find. I know I'm off camera, sorry.
Yes, you are. There you go.
I have got to find my setting spray because realistically, with that setting spray, if I do this, put it in place with the glue, and then just spritz it, it's done. It's it. It's done. That's it. It's not moving. But I just don't know where it ended up from that last con, which is kind of sad. It makes me sad. It makes my heart hurt.
Can we save this so I can use it on like the Quetzalcoatl?
No, they're disposable, sweetheart.
Okay.
I have more than them. So that's pretty much it, guys. We did all of this, and they're all ready for the con now, and I have a whole bunch more to do. I have some big dragon of steel that I get to paint very, very soon. Well, actually, not very, very soon. Like tonight I'll be painting it and getting it done. And then I have a whole bunch more that I'm planning on working on. I'm not sure what yes, I do know what I'm painting on Tuesday stream. It's going to be so much fun. Angie and I found it on my mini factory this weekend. But I'm not going to say what it is. Yes, I am. No, I'm not.
Don't do it.
Don't
do it. Yeah, do it.
Yes, do it. Okay,
No,
I'm
don't
going to
do
do
it.
it. So basically, it is a pumpkin, and it's a jack-o'-lantern, and it is a goblin riding the jack-o'-lantern like, you know, rodeo style. And it's a bucking jack-o'-lantern, man. It's a bucking jack-o'-lantern. So I am printing him as big as I possibly can because, as we have been doing throughout this entire Halloween season, I'm printing very, very large items to decorate our house with. So I will be painting a bucking jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
I love, like, look how cool my hair looks. Like, that's awesome. Ooh, no, that's not awesome.
It's
That's
'cause you,
awesome.
you get in too close and it goes back to the filter goes away.
I love how the hair looks and like this the drawn look. That's so much fun. So anyway, sorry, I'm playing with this. What, Cora? What is he?
I need the blood of the blood gods. I missed something.
Anyway, guys, we will see you guys on. He is a cute devil. I absolutely love him, and I will be printing him tomorrow, and we'll have that on the little loop that Ty always makes for us. But any other questions, comments? Otherwise, it's turkey time for me.
Gotta give him a minute. It's delayed. I know you're waving, but I can't go.
No, we're waiting for questions. I think it's dark out there too, isn't
It is.
it? It got dark. I love fall. Okay. La, 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 la. 3,